Welcome back to Southern California Regionals 2016. My name is Dustin Kane. Joining me is Evan Hashimoto. Who's ready for some MKX? Yeah. All right, so we have the top 8 here ready for everyone. It's been one hell of a ride, Evan.
It has, and we were lucky enough to see every single match getting these players into top 8 for winners, but everybody in top 8 of losers also had an incredible path, and let's take a look at that.
Yeah, let's take a look at the bracket and see some of the updates that we've had. Now, top 8 for the winner side is going to be Wound Cowboy versus Sonic Fox, starting it off here. Not a bad way to start. Then moving forward is Panda Global's SCR versus Hayate, which should be a very interesting match as well. SCR actually almost struggled against Madsen, who didn't even make it into the top 8 as he was down 2 straight games.
Both of these matches in top 8 winners are ridiculous, and they're both classics that we've seen time and time again. I can't wait to see those.
Yeah, and then
losers matches.
Destroyer versus Hard Shinobi Shaolin. Shaolin actually had 2 upsets on his way to the top 8.
He did. He managed to beat both Dragon. No, I'm sorry, not Dragon. He managed to beat Madsen.
He beat Madsen first.
And Perfect Legend.
And Perfect Legend second. And then moving down, it's going to be Noble's Illusions versus another member of CR in Biohazard.
And those are 2 players that everybody loves to watch, 2 fan favorites. I'm sure it's going to be one heck of a game.
So please make sure everyone at home, you guys, use the hashtag SCR 2016 so we can view your tweets live here. Let us know who you think is going to win. Make your predictions because we are about to get started here in top 8 of MKX.
And this first match,
XL.
You're right.
Correct.
Right. It's a new game. It's a new patch. And some old
here
players.
We go. So it is going to be none other than Shinnok, but we are going to have Cryomancer Sub-Zero here for Sonic Fox.
All right, and Wound Cowboy, infamous for using Shinnok since the game's release, but Sonic Fox, with this very new pickup on Cryomancer, we saw him use quite a few characters yesterday, but Cryomancer was the character he used for his previous 2 matches to get into top 8.
Correct. And this character has gone through changes, as have pretty much the entire game system and other characters, but his most notably in Cryomancer is the fact that he has a command grab now.
And not only that, a command grab that can lead into a full combo, which we're not seeing quite yet because Cowboy is just controlling this neutral. That is the strength of Shinnok. You cannot get on him without...
Oh! Very smart. Burns the very last frame of that health spark.
But yeah, that is the strength of Shinnok, but he's going to have a lot of issues if he's going to stick in this corner here against
Stuck in the corner, and here we go. This is where the trouble could start for Wound Cowboy.
Sonic Fox choosing not to use the second bar of meter to continue that combo right there. Just taking the hard knockdown. Does have a life lead, but he's not going to get that huge crowd damage that we're used to.
Big combo in the corner. This is a bad situation for Wound Cowboy as he's going to take quite a bit of damage and right into the hard knockdown. Oh, 2 huge overheads, and that's going to clean it out.
And Sonic Fox loves that setup. Every time he gets that hard knockdown in the corner, he dashes forward and then jumps back. He grants him a nearly free
He'll either jump back, yeah, or he'll do a really good meaty back too.
Right, as soon as you start expecting the jump back, he switches it up.
Down forward, both players kind of feeling themselves out in the neutral here. Nice EX slide to get through, but it then answers right back. The shoulder press from Wound Cowboy.
Oh, great conversion. Goes into the command grab. Just takes the hard knockdown, doesn't use the meter again. Again, you can relaunch right there with the use of a bar.
Cowboy is actually getting in quite a bit. He's not being checked when he runs in and do that forward.
It's hard. I mean, Shinnok has one of the fastest runs of the game. He kind of just floats forward. He just controls that.
Yeah, it's not really a run, it's a float, but... Oh, what a down 2!
So Cowboy going up quickly.
And Fox is going to run it back.
Yeah, Fox is known for using so many different characters. I'm surprised he's continuing to use this one. He's used Cassie throughout the tournament so far. Used Jason. He's known for using Alien, Katana, Aaron Black. So
big overhead. And knocks him full screen. Goes in for the unblockable, but here comes Sonic Fox. And he's going to get corner carry as well as good damage.
Here's the hard knockdown. What's the setup?
Again with the 2 big overheads. Those back 2s from Sub-Zero hurt so bad, and another 36%.
Into the free jump in, into another mix-up. If he done the command grab right there, it would have comboed. He's still got quite a good life lead, but it's a nice side switch by Cowboy.
Oh, and right now, Fox is not trying to have Wound Cowboy gain any sort of momentum and just rushes him right back EX slide, turns him into the corner, and he has the positioning that he wants.
And another thing that we still haven't really seen are the tick throws. There are a lot of normals that you can actually cancel into command grab that will connect on block because the normals have so few hit stun.
We haven't really seen Fox use a lot of tick throws at all. I think he used like 1 or 2 maybe in the matches that he played yesterday.
Yeah, and every single time he did, he used the EX version so that it worked even if it comboed.
Yeah, and that back 2 is unsafe from Sub-Zero, as we just saw Wound Cowboy punish.
Now, this zoning game isn't going to be so much in Shinnok's favor after this patch. He no longer has the armor on the scoop, so he can't react to every single frost ball by just scooping with armor.
Well, but very close and just wakes up Sonic Fox. He has a round to give.
Oh, no conversion off the back 2. That's bad.
Oh, and just raw Hell Sparks.
He could have mounted a comeback. Again, we saw in that round
it's very
classic
possible.
Sonic Fox breaker, where he has like 10% life, the opponent has like 60.
Right, well, especially now with Sub-Zero Cryo being as ridiculous as he is.
Definitely one of the characters with the most comeback potential. Or the potential
goes
to just
low
run
this
away
time.
with it.
Here we go. A sequence from Sonic Fox, immediately broken, and he meets the back 2.
Ooh, he's going to go for the free mix-up here.
And
Nice!
there's
There
the
we
tick
go.
throw, and that should do it here. Sonic Fox is going to tie it up 1-1.
Great usage of that tick, though, right at the last minute, right when he was expecting there to be none. He's just using it perfectly sparingly. I mean, it is full combo punishable if they read the tick throw, so I think that was a beautiful usage.
Here we go. Nice start. Burns a bar, gets one back. First hit for Sonic Fox. And again with the punish. This is pretty much where Wound Cowboys played the last round and a half now in the corner.
This isn't a stage that has too many good get-out-of-jail-free interactables in the corners, so he does have to really make a good read to get out. And that's going to be tough against Sonic Fox, especially playing Cryomancer.
Nice tech, and immediately with those back 2s are just working
I actually don't think we've
him.
seen a single blocked back 2 the entire day so far.
We saw one, only one, out of the 10 that were thrown.
It's something that we saw when Sonic Fox used Alien. He's just good at guessing when people aren't going to be blocking high. I don't know why. He's the overhead master.
That's true. Speaking of which, doesn't convert off the combo of that back 2, but still good positioning. Wait, jumps himself in the corner.
That may have been a mistake. And
nice anti-air.
Oh no, that was a bad drop conversion.
We also haven't seen Cowboy try to block a single one of those slides. Very punishable.
That's true, and Sonic Fox is not really using it for the damage. He's using it just to get out of the corner, which is exactly what it's for.
Not as deadly in the corner as, you'd say Grandmaster Sub-Zero, but still a huge threat is Cryomancer.
Yeah, it's close. Oh, perfect read on that tick throw. Nice usage of the plus frames for me to bring the Hell Spark.
Sonic Fox is checking. Now they're trading down force here. Wound Cowboy needs to be careful. Not only just goes right in, never mind. Throws caution to the wind. Fox had a bar, too.
That was good, but Wound Cowboy did end in the scoop. He put himself back in the corner. That may have been a mistake. If he'd done any other special right there, he could have kept that corner advantage.
Well, he wanted to build meter, but like you said, unfortunately putting himself in the corner, and now this is where he finds himself yet again.
Oh, is that a full punish? It is!
It is.
That was a lot of whiff recovery on that charge. We're starting to see Shinnok use that a lot more. It did get buffed in the last patch. You can meter burn it for a full combo now.
Right, but if it does whiff, we see right here Sonic Fox taking full advantage of that, put him in the corner. This is dangerous territory now for Wound Cowboy.
Oh, hits him with the gimmick. That's reactable.
Oh, that's punishable.
That isn't quite going to be enough for Chip, but no meter for Cowboy. He's going to have a hard time converting it to any real damage.
Yeah, he doesn't have any life left to give, and that's going to do it. Sonic Fox now up 2-1 over his teammate, Wound Cowboy.
Wow, with his new character, Cryomancer. That's a character that a lot of people really wanted to see how he was going to do this tournament, and we're seeing it from the best of the best, Sonic Fox.
It's not a bad way to start.
Oh, no, dude.
So we do also know that Cowboy has been really enjoying Necromaster as of late.
I mean, he's been using that variation for a really, really long time.
I mean, he's used it before.
Yeah, we've seen him play Necromancer against some of the best Tanyas in the world when she was the most dominant character, but we haven't seen it recently until this patch just recently gave it a buff. Looks like we still might not see it. Unfortunately, we're not going to see the bone hands.
Cowboy is taking a second in the menu. I like that. I like when players do that. They take their time, especially after a loss, going into a round that could potentially be their last, and either winners or losers.
And another thing, like I said earlier, that stage was not very good at getting out of jail for free with the quarter interactables. This one is much, much better. So we'll see if he gets a little bit of a defensive boost.
I was just about to say, not a bad start for Cowboy, but here comes Fox yet again. He's been doing a lot of jumping as well, and it's really been working out for him, oddly enough, because Cowboy is someone that usually keeps pretty good air control. That's
true, but Sub-Zero's jumping is really good, and a very nice check with the armor.
Yeah, it is. Right there. His jumping is incredibly good. And right now, Wild Cowboy is getting mauled in this corner with command grabs
in a row.
And he tries to get out of the corner, and he actually is lit out of the corner, but it's by the will of Sonic Fox.
I'm surprised he decided to go for the slide there. We've seen him check Cowboy a few times with the armored command grab, but instead he chose the side-switching slide.
And again, using that slide, not for damage, but for positioning, still has Cowboy in the corner. This is set point here for Sonic Fox. Nice block on the lows.
All right, gonna use that.
He just gets hit by the interactable.
That's the second time we've seen Sonic Fox put himself in the corner, and it has not worked out for him.
No, but to be fair, he has used the EX slide to just get corner position again, and this is almost the dangerous thing for Wound Cowboy is he's putting Fox in the corner, but Fox has a viable way of reversing that situation.
That is true, and now because of the patch, there are two different ways that he can get out, command grab or slide,
no.
And very nice
round
by Cowboy.
From Cowboy, but I mean, you would almost think that he would want to be mid-screen more than anything.
That is true.
Against Cryo.
Oh,
nice, again, blows up Hellsparks late, burns that meter.
Now the mind game for Hellsparks are he can meter burn it, it'll beat slide. But if he doesn't meter burn it, slide will punish every single time.
Correct. And there it is. Yep. Exactly what you were just talking about. Another. This has made this character so scary. As scary as he already was.
It's true. And Sonic Fox, I love this change of playstyle. He was using almost no command grabs through the first two games. In this last game, he's used maybe 8 or 9.
Huge. Now, no meter for Sonic Fox. Life lead for Wound Cowboy. Getting trades, going for a regular grab. This isn't going to kill, but it's going to be very close.
And there's not going to be a bar for Sonic Fox. He might get chipped out here.
He's got to be careful here. Command grab. This could be the start.
He has
Still a bar meter.
All right, he's going to get one more mix-up.
One mix-up. Is Wound Cowboy going to block it? He goes for a down two. And a delayed wake-up.
And that looked like it was mistimed, but it was not. Cowboy just made the absolute perfect read right there. He delayed his wake up to try to avoid any sort of chip situations or command grab situations and just get up and whip punish, which is exactly what happened. Sonic Fox throwing out that down two to try to actually beat Shinnok's armor because it would have done so much damage, it would have just killed him through it.
Not a bad way to start off the first match of top 8.
Oh, this is a good one.
This is going right down to the wire as it is now tied 2-2, and what a start coming here for Wound Cowboy.
Very nice, wakes up, and that's the scary thing about Cryo now. He has an armored command grab, he has an armored slide. There are two different ways that you have to bait things.
Right. If you block low, you can just grab.
Exactly. There we go, we're seeing such a great
nice block, that's punishable.
And this is starting to look very good for Cowboy.
And there it is. Wait a second.
Oh, what a risky break, and now he's not going to be able to get in.
This isn't over quite yet. Okay, now it is.
Okay. And on top of that, Sonic Fox did use 2 bars of meter for that risky break, and that's why that's so risky, is that
I mean, he thought that he could do it, and having, you know, his track record, it's definitely possible.
But it's true. We've seen him do it a million times before.
Cowboy is playing so well, but he has to be careful because now he's in Corner Town, and this is the wrong city to be in.
Against Sonic Fox with a character with such incredible mix-ups, this is absolutely the wrong side of town.
Good block on the lows. Now some chance for some offense for Wound Cowboy. Oh! Ooh. Those overheads have been working for both players.
They have, and that was a perfect way to switch sides right there.
A check, fakes out the grab, walks over forward just ever so slightly.
Oh, but just a normal slide. That wasn't even EX. He just gets underneath him. Gonna get that. This should be chip possibly afterwards.
Yeah, that's chip. Oh, wait. Oh. Doesn't special cancel? Okay, there it is.
So this is going to be the final round between two players that have played each other so many times, Sonic Fox and Wound Cowboy.
Everything is even. Meter, life, Kind of.
Oh, and that should be a full punish. That was a mistake by Sonic Fox. Not the right conversion he needed.
He's going to choose not to break this early. Still has that X-ray on deck now. 3 bars a meter.
Ooh, didn't manage to catch him with that jump back punch. That would have been really big. Now they're just going to go back to mid.
Starting up the opening. This is starting to get a little worrisome here for Fox. Although he does have the meter, this is a good position, and that's the break.
So all that it will take is one hit from Sonic Fox.
Oh, we're there! One more! What is that? There it is!
Guaranteed chip.
Sonic Fox goes down in the first match of top 8.
Wound Cowboy, a player that we haven't seen too much recently, but always known for going toe-to-toe with Sonic Fox.
Oh, you see that little lean? He's like, you know what I'm saying? Hey. So Wound Cowboy doing what many deemed the impossible for the most part. Fox has lost before, but at the start of a new patch, Cowboy has actually stuck to his character. He still plays all 3 variations, but he went for Bone Shaper, which relatively was unchanged for the most part, aside from the scoop.
To be
no
fair,
longer
though, the
having armor.
scoop was actually a really big nerf. That means he's a lot weaker in the zoning game. But he's stuck with his guns, which is we've seen 2 times.
But the character has stayed the same overall. Actually, well, technically, he also got a buff.
That's true with the Chola charge.
So, but either way, Cowboy playing incredible, and we also did see Fox just stick to Cryo.
Yeah,
he didn't pick anything else,
which is very rare for him. I mean, especially in 3 out of 5 sets, we tend to see Sonic Fox.
Normally, he goes to Cassie in that situation.
He'll go to Cassie or he'll go to Alien. But of course, a lot of those characters were changed, so he just stuck with Cryomancer. He's still going to be in losers.
Is he looking at me? I can't tell if he's looking at me. Is he looking at me?
We'll never know where Hayate is looking.
His bull ring is also a little sideways. That's actually bugging me the most.
Oh, Hayate. Always playing up for the crowd. But his opponent's going to be Scar.
So his opponent is Scar.
This is a battle of 2 of the best players in the world. I mean, the last one was 2, but this one also. 2 incredible players who have had their characters nerfed. Within this last patch, both Ronin and Demolition Sonya have received considerable changes, but these players have stuck with them throughout this entire weekend and really shown that they're absolutely still viable and that they're still the best with their respective characters.
No, you're absolutely right, and they've stuck with them. We did see Scar. It looked like he was a little bit asleep when he played Madsen because his match to get in the top 8 was Madsen, in fact. And he was down 2 straight games, and Madsen was playing Grandmaster, and then all of a sudden it was like a flip switched, and Scar just came right back 3 straight games, and he dominated Madsen. He didn't just beat him; he dominated him.
Yeah, it was one of the closer matches that we saw of yesterday, and that was the Scar we were used to seeing. If he can keep playing like he played during the second half of that set today, it's going to be really, really hard for Hayate. But if he plays like he did during the first half.
Yeah, and Hayate's just been running through the bracket as well. And this is also a shout-out to Madsen, who came all the way from Europe, the only European representative who played so very well all weekend. He almost took out Scar, but alas, he fell. And actually to Shaolin.
Shaolin, who is a player that we are going to be seeing later in the top 8. I'm really excited for his matches. He's a little bit of an underdog, but we'll talk about that later because right now we've got Hayate versus Scar. Just 2 incredible players.
And you know what else is incredible? Arcade Shock.
They absolutely are.
So make sure you check out Arcade Shock at Southern California Regionals here. If you're here in the venue, please go check them out. Or if you're online, use the code SCR2016 to save 15% off store-wide. And that's arcadeshock.com. I know you were really eyeballing those Sanwa Denshi wooden ball tops.
Yeah.
The hardwood floors, as we say.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. They just pull up pieces of the floor and they just turn them into ball tops.
I don't think that's how they do it. But
you know what? Don't ruin this for me, man. It's magic. It's in my head. It makes me want them more.
There's a lot of things in your head I would love to ruin. So these players are getting set up. I don't really know how this one's going to play out, to be completely honest. In the past, it has gone for Scar, but with the changes to not only Scar's character but also Hayate's, I mean, Ronin is still good, as is Demolition Sonya, but the system as a whole has changed too. So
yeah, it has, and it's really gonna benefit Takeda in general because he did get 2 hits of armor on his armor, and that was kind of a weakness of his, but he did overall get nerfed maybe a little bit more than Sonya just because his entire pressure was changed, and Sonya, mainly her combos were changed, although both of them have the nerfed overheads. And also be sure to check out Onba, my favorite stick company. PS4 sticks are something that are rare still. It's only few, so check out the drone. It's a really nice budget stick. From what I've seen, really good quality. The carbon also, it's just like the Q1, which I have, and I can personally vouch for that one. I really love that one. It's a really nice, compact, small stick. And of course the backpack. I have it's not easy taking around sticks. They break really easily, so be sure to protect them.
Flawless victory.
Very well said.
Thank you.
Very well said.
Although you're a hitbox player, so you don't have to worry about that.
That's true. I break one, I just get a new one for free.
Oh, wow. Look at this guy.
All right, so here we go. Starting it off immediately. First hit for SCR.
All right, so it looks like they will be going with their classic characters and variations. Ronin versus Demolition.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I'm not really surprised.
Yeah, me neither. They have used them throughout the entire tournament. I do know that Hayate's been working on a few other characters, but he's just sticking with his solid classic variation.
Oh, nice. Runs in right under the grenade.
Doesn't use it to convert. Didn't have the meter, actually, so he did just go for the hard knockdown. Very
And this
nice.
is what I love about Hayate. His zoning with those laser swords is so on point. Nice down, too.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. His rush down is what Ronin is known for, but Hayate is the master of zoning with this variation. And very
what
nice
a dive kick. Run under to get corner positioning. Here we go. SCR getting something started. Not a lot of life left to give, though. And that's going to be Chip.
But at the very least, SCR did manage to get that free reload. So for those of you who don't know, the main mechanic of Demolition Sonya, she has 3 grenades. You can see them on her leg. Once she uses all 3, she doesn't have the power to convert. She doesn't have the power to use her free wake up. So she has to use her combos into hard knockdown so she gets the free time to do a reload.
Oh, nice. Whiffs the air normal into special. That is going to be a punish for Hayate here. And the one thing that's... Okay, so Hayate has ran under almost every single grenade and punished.
That's true. And what SCR needs to do is start blowing them up earlier and catch him while he's running.
Yeah, she does have the option to do that. Sonya can't do that. But again, the one thing that's most impressive about Hayate is the way that he switches up his playstyle so dynamically and so quickly on his opponent.
But SCR also has the ability to do the same.
SCR can also do the same, don't get me wrong. Yeah.
Right now, he just threw the grenade, blew it up completely out of range, but Ronin was already running, so it's a good call. Ronin, Hayate.
Nice, uses the XR kick to get corner positioning. Now with the mix-up, that overhead is slower, but he still made it work. Oh, and that was clean.
That was. I'm not sure if he needed to use both grenades right there. He's only going to leave him with one, but I mean, he is extremely good at grenade management, so I will trust him on his judgment.
Oh, nice conversion. Oh, almost.
There was actually nothing that he could have done to continue that because he already threw his laser sword on the ground. So normally he could have done the uppercut. Unfortunately, he just didn't have the option.
These down twos are working so well for Hayate as those anti-airs. And Takeda does have a good down two.
He does. It's I mean, it's pretty fast. Doesn't have a great best hitbox, but it's good if you space it right. Oh, big catch.
Nice
Great
conversion. Gonna burn the bar.
Hard knockdown. What's the mix-up? Oh, he tried to bait that.
He tried.
He mistimed that just by a few frames.
That was sick. So he tried to compensate for the roll back on the wake up, and he almost had it.
It was close. Regardless, he still got all the reads he needed. And
Hayate, wait a second. We've seen this before.
We have, and this is a character, Smoke, that a lot of players are considering one of the best in the game right now.
Yes.
With the last system changes, he didn't get affected because he's a character who actually doesn't have armor to begin with. And for those of you who don't know, all armored launchers have been removed. But he still has the ability to warp through the opponent and then whiff punish them. So there are endless possibilities.
It's almost like better armor, kind of.
Yeah, it's still potentially like a reversal that can get you a full combo. And on top of that, he's known for having a bunch of gaps, but if you can't armor through them into a full combo,
I mean, even if you can, if you're only punishing for 10 to 15%, maybe 20 max, it's not a bad risk for him.
And this is a matchup that we have seen before, actually. We did see SCR, I believe, 3-0 Hayate's, or no, he 2-0'd him before he switched with Smoke against his Ronin in the Pro League.
Yes, that is correct. These two have played this exact matchup before, but it was almost a completely different game.
And it's looking like a completely different result so far.
Hayate is relentless. As Blanche just quietly watches on.
Oh, ends it with such a...
Is there blood on her face?
Yeah, it's oil, actually.
That's gross.
It's smoke oil. Yeah, somebody get her a napkin, please.
Pressure coming in from SCR. I like how he backs off but puts himself in the corner. He's got to be careful. Should be...
Oh, he tried to neutral punch that. That is one of the toughest things to deal with about Smoke. Smoke has incredible footsie tools. Back 2-1, it is so hard to deal with. You can't really out-footsie him. You just have to bait those tools.
And we see SCR dropping a few things. This could also be because maybe he hasn't played the character in a while.
That's true. He might just be used to Sonya. He might not be quite warmed up, but given some time, considering this is a 3 out of 5 set, he might have the chance to warm up with him. All right, what's the mix-up?
Just goes for safe pressure, yeah.
I like that he actually tried to bait some armor right there. With that teleport back. We saw Shaolin do that a lot during the week. Oh! Catches him out of the flip, and Smoke just teleporting around. This should be the kill.
This should be the kill, yeah.
Good choice, manages to keep him in the
The
corner.
thing to notice is that Hayate also doesn't currently have his sword.
That's true. You can actually start the round without the sword.
Yeah.
That's going to limit his options a lot. He loses the ability to use his sword armor, which is considerably faster than the punches. But now that he's got the offense, he's definitely going to get it back.
Yep. That's kind of the trick, though, isn't it? To catching Ronin is if he doesn't have his sword, that's really when you want to start your pressure.
That's true, but for an experienced player like Hayate, as people think that, and so he's absolutely ready. So his defense without the sword is incredibly good, too. All right, we're going to see a mix-up off of this. We haven't seen him go for the traditional 50-50s off of this.
Yeah, either the back three or the back one.
Yeah, and actually just went for the hard knockdown right there.
Oh, there it is, back three. Blocked from Hayate. Nice anti-air in the stand one.
And anti-airs do so much damage with Smoke.
Oh,
goes for the full
where is he?
mix-up.
Oh, wait a second. 2 bars on Hayate. Nothing for Scar.
Oh, and we're seeing this pressure. Scar doesn't have the meter to get out of there, but it's going to be so hard to avoid this chip. And the teleport
and there it
catches
is. That could have been a really bad situation for Scar right there had Hayate got just anything to connect if he was able to open up Scar.
And let me just point out during that last round, when he used the full invisibility, he used a very, very hard to block string. He used, it was low, overhead, and you have to time that extremely well, but if you can't see him, it's so hard to block.
You can't block what you can't see, my man.
Ooh, very nice. Punishes him for throwing out the sword.
Oh, and this smoke pick is really working out for Scar.
It is. He's using back two so well. He's just teleporting left and right over and over. Somebody needs to count how many times Scar has switched sides in this game.
I'd rather not. So another thing I've noticed is that Scar is actually going for safe pressure almost every time after the restand.
It's true. Like I said, we've not seen him go for the traditional overhead or low mix-up.
He went. I think he went low once.
Yeah. Well, one time, but even then, that was after the knockdown too. So
yeah.
But you know what? It doesn't look like he needs it. Right now, he's just playing a pressure game where he's just switching sides with the teleport, just confusing Hayate. Hayate's trying to punish, but Scar's mixing up his options.
Oh, that should have. There we go. I was going to say, it should be a punish.
Oh, and the fancy combo. Actually, normally you can get a little bit more right there, but Hayate saw that he didn't have the timing he wanted and ended it early, knowing that he couldn't make it.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, he knows the character. So.
He does. He is so comfortable with this character, almost like no other players with any character.
Nice little check from that down one. And he's going to get clipped. And this is a launch.
All right, just going for the knockdown
again. Just going straight for the damage.
Oh, and that could have, I believe, been a full whiff punish, but Hayate just getting it down one off of that. He's going to get some nice pressure.
Very solid play from Scar. He's not really letting himself get caught too much. That's making it very difficult for Hayate. Oh! Nice conversion.
Oh, and he uses
that
the
was
meter!
So sick.
That was one of the most exceptional situational conversions that I've ever seen in this game.
That was insane.
Oh, this should be damage.
Yeah, a lot of momentum now in favor of Hayate. Nice, runs right into a punish. This is
Nice, catches him trying to go forward. That's a kid at down 3 is plus on block, one of the few ones because it's so slow.
Oh! Nice, pokes him out of the...
Actually launched him a little bit too high. That would have been a beautiful conversion, but now it's going to give Scar a chance. Smoke, all it takes is one hit for him to get you. And a nice block.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. That's exactly what we're talking about. That smoke in and smoke away is so good.
Oh, and he just resets him with just hits. He
we talked about it. He's been going for the pressure 1-1-1 every time.
Oh, no. Hayate might be able to build breaker before he dies, but it's going to be very close.
Oh, he's not dead quite yet. Oh, but what an option!
Oh,
and there it is! Using, once again, the EX smoke in or smoke away.
And the biggest
I don't even know if that's what it's called.
I think that is exactly what it's called. Smoke towards, smoke away.
Yeah.
But the biggest issue here is that Hayate is a master of controlling space with the sword, with his uppercuts, with just everything. His fireballs.
It's hard to do that to Smoke.
It's near impossible to do that with Smoke, and we're seeing it right there. He can phase through so many options. He can teleport with his normals. He can teleport from the sky. He can slide across the screen
He's
low.
everywhere.
He is seriously everywhere. Hayate, all right, so this is worth mentioning. Hayate did stick with Ronin. He's going to have to use Ronin for this entire
I really
rest of
didn't
this
see
match.
him switching, to be honest with you.
We saw him switch the last time. It didn't work out for him, so I do like the pick that he stuck with Ronin. He was so close to winning that last match. Then he just got hit once by Smoke. That was all it took. Oh, no.
Okay, now getting in, trying to get some pressure started, but again, Scar's been so elusive with the movement of Smoke here.
You can actually poke after that, but I think that Hayate's just scared of getting teleported through and being punished.
Yeah, it's happened multiple times, and that's something that's kind of been seeping into his mind. Now, this throw isn't going to kill, but what comes afterward may just.
Oh, manages to get out of the corner at the very least, but that doesn't mean a whole lot against Smoke, considering how easy it is for him to switch sides.
Putting Smoke in the corner, it's almost nominal.
Yeah, I mean, literally all it takes is one normal, and he's gone. And there we see it right now.
And I love the movement from him, even canceling Smoke away when he's in pressure.
And that's just not working
He's staying
out. That's
so elusive.
He is. He's extremely good at countering all of that zoning. Hayate is just taking so much damage from trying to use the sword.
Again, good checks here from Hayate, but...
Oh, and that's a full conversion. Hayate now meterless. He needs that meter for a lot of conversions. This is going to be really tough for him to make this comeback, but he can still do it. The pressure from this character is ridiculous.
The one thing, again, that's really good about Hayate is how good he is at checking people with his down one to get his pressure started.
Hayate's going to have to... Oh, well, now he's going to have to block really well. There's still 2 bars from Scar to potentially smoke through, smoke away.
Goes for the low. That's the first time he's gone for the mix-up off of that.
Oh, wow, no full conversion. That could have been the game.
He's getting down the wire, gets checked with a knee, and Hayate going big, now trying to chase him down. Here we go.
That actually may have been an input error. We saw him just do raw invisibility.
Nice.
Nice. And that would have been guaranteed chip even on block. So
I like the attempt, though, by Scar. He did a down one, and then he went back a little bit. One more Scar. Don't make me shave my head, bro. Circa 7.
He's going to shave his head. We'll see if he has hair after this match. Oh, wow.
Oh, that was
smoked in place almost.
Very awkward.
Yeah. Oh, and this should be
big
tons
combo.
of damage.
Yeah, this should be very good. That stand 3 does so much damage in combos unscaled.
Oh, 43%.
There it is, 43%.
This is going to be tough.
Nice tech. Another tech.
Oh,
this is it. There's nothing left for Hayate. He has to make it happen here with almost no tools and a bar meter onto Scar.
Well, that was a good start. That was a beautiful conversion. Oh, wow.
Again! He's ungrabbable.
Him. All right, he's racking up a little bit of damage.
Oh, and that's going to do it.
Chip's going to guarantee it.
Scar over Hayate. What a set. You could have argued that if Scar stayed Sonya, it would have been Hayate's set to have, but he switched to Smoke, and his movement was unbelievably good.
It was. There was so little that Hayate could do. I mean, he tried to make the adaptations, but just like I was saying, Ronin is a space control character, and when you can't control space against Smoke, it just shuts down so many of his
it's hard to
options.
pin him down because of the different, not only the movement tools he has innately with Smoke in and Smoke out, but also the fact that some of his strings switch sides. So as you were saying before, it only takes one string for him to potentially get out of the corner.
Right, and on top of that, one of the best get-out-of-jail-free cards in the entire game with that enhanced smoke away or smoke towards, getting so many full combos from that. It was just really tough for Hayate. We'll see if he manages to learn the matchup a little bit better, but I mean, honestly, it just seems a little tough.
The thing is, was Scar wasn't even going for like guaranteed 50-50s. He was actually using the stand-up pressure that he got just to go for very guaranteed safe pressure, and then he would use smoke in and smoke away to get in and out during that pressure, which I thought was very clean looking, and he just did a great job, and that's why he's moving on. But talk to me a little about Circuit Destroyer, and then your friend, Hara Gaming's Shaolin.
Well, these are two incredible players that are definitely huge up-and-comers. Let's start off with Shaolin. Shaolin is a player, maybe the least known of the top 8 here today, but he is definitely an accomplished player. He reigns from NorCal. He won West Coast Warzone, actually, and got 3rd place at NorCal Regionals, also 27th at EVO. So definitely a good player, but still, regardless, probably the least known of today, and he has made it through the bracket with the character we just saw, Smoke. On top of that, Flame Fist Liu Kang, which I believe is the character he beat Madsen with.
Yes, I believe that is also correct. And Flame Fist has now gotten so good, not because it's received any crazy buffs, but because of the way the system changes work. There's no armored reversals in the fact of launchers anymore. So it's very easy for him to just continue doing pressure without the risk of really being punished that hard. And he does so much chip damage.
And his opponent's going to be using another character that does a ton of chip and a ton of pressure. So this is definitely going to be an interesting match. Actually, both these characters, lots of pressure, lots of zoning. But his opponent is Destroyer, a player who we saw him a few times in the ESL Pro League.
Yeah, we saw him in the Pro League.
At that point, I don't think he traveled yet, and then he started traveling. He's winning tournaments now. He's coming out to majors, and we're seeing him here, top 8 at one of the most stacked majors we've seen in a very long time. Mainly using Hishku-10 Predator, although he's been known to use Goro before, I've seen.
Yeah, and traditionally, I mean, this is known to be not a terrible matchup for Liu Kang either.
You have to tell me. You're the Liu Kang specialist.
Well, I mean, just it was generally well received that once Liu Kang got in. I mean, granted that was with Dragon's Fire, but even still, when Liu Kang gets in, it's a good matchup for him.
That's true, but we're starting it off and seeing Destroyer not even going for the zoning, just going for his pressure, but that is the general Destroyer style. Now, Hishku-10 is a character, or I should say a variation, that is known for its zoning, and incredibly fast recovering projectiles, but Destroyer is a player who's known for pressuring.
Look at all that chip. Shaolin Flame does so much damage on block and on hit, and here we go. The onslaught 4-2-1-3 back 1-2 is going to be the tools you're going to see most here from Shaolin.
Oh, that's going to be a big conversion. Nice, good choice to switch sides right there. Now he can switch sides almost every single conversion.
Nice cancel here into grab. Also has Liu Kang in the corner. Good positioning here from Destroyer. He can make this round count for himself, and there it is, another grab.
Yeah, Destroyer is very good at using grabs just because they, it's and just, alive, but that's guaranteed chip.
And I think actually Shaolin tried to jump out there, which is a good decision. You know you're going to get chipped. You might as well let go of block and just try to get out of the corner.
Yep, not too much that you can do, but like I was saying, Destroyer playing so much pressure with such a defensive character. And it's a character we've seen so many players zone with, but maybe this is the optimal style.
Yeah, he's just going in, and we've seen Forever King play this character as well, and he was more of a zoning style type character.
Yeah, but I mean,
or a player rather.
We're seeing Destroyer be pretty much the most successful Hishku-10 player at the moment.
So he's gonna burn it. And now good damage in the corner. Nice combo. 43%.
You know, we didn't see armor at all almost from Shaolin, but he's going to have a chance to make a comeback right here.
Oh, and
good read by Destroyer, just sticking there.
Yeah.
Now, the mix-up there is, okay, so Flame Fist
has multiple options.
Right, he has multiple options. Flame Fist has the multi-punch. You can either end it in that low fireball, just like you saw, where there's a very small gap. You try to swing, jump away, nothing's going to work. He can also end it in a safe move that is a slow startup, so there is an option to poke through. Or he can end it in a counter. He actually has a counter that will beat everything but lows, and he kind of just gets out of that pressure. So there's a big mix-up mind game right there. If you respect it too much, he gets a ton of free chip, which is what we're seeing right now.
And so much. That was 2 combos and some chip, and now Circuit Destroyer is actually almost out of here, and he's going to break it, and good night.
That's the other scary thing is, unless you have a fast wake up with 2 hits of armor,
he's going to break it.
Breaking that.
Liu Kang's back 1-2 is one of the best, if not the best, armor break in the game.
I would definitely say the best. Oh, wow, he disrespected that orb
and again,
broke the armor.
That would have been absolutely monumental damage if he didn't break right there.
I mean, it was already pretty good damage.
Liu Kang can get up to 60% at least in the corner with that flame buff on.
Aaron Wing saying that Destroyer is the best Predator in the world. It's very possible. But Shaolin's showing that he's got a heck of a lot of fight in him. He's going to be 1 hit away from chip right here.
Wait a second.
Oh, and he's going to use the meter for the conversion.
He is. Liu Kang is about to have his second bar, though, so if he gets clipped one more time, he could break. Oh, way to grab. He might not be able to break.
And he's going to have to bait the armor very well right here. Oh, but the zoning.
No,
and
and he
lands
jumps
on the fireball.
right onto the fireball. Mario, why?
Almost an incredible comeback right there, but the wake-up options when you're at chip
That's
life
not a Goomba, that's a fireball.
I think he was the one throwing the fireballs, technically.
Well, yeah.
Just saying. Oh, and we're seeing a switch.
Okay, so Tremor is a pretty hot button subject right now as well.
Tremor he definitely got buffed. A lot of people are really looking at him again as one of the better zoners in the game, and I'm surprised to see Destroyer go Tremor. I've never personally seen him use Tremor. He's going to be using Crystalline Variation. Maybe, I'm not sure if it's the best bet that he has. He will have a little bit faster armor, but it's not going to
nice
use the armor as well
counter.
as he could. Or the Crystal Armor, I guess it's called. Oh, and a drop combo.
Oh, that
could have been a much bigger punish.
I think that was a mistake, yeah.
The fact that he's got a 6-frame high now. Ooh, but
look at these crispy cancels.
And finally, we're seeing the first counter of the game. Shaolin getting out of
Actually,
the
that's
pressure.
the second.
Oh,
you missed. You missed one. That literally
My
just
apologies.
happened. Oh, and an X-ray.
Just willing to do it. And that is actually a beautiful option because, as we know, Liu Kang has such amazing armor-breaking abilities, but you can't break the armor of an X-ray.
Can't.
It has, I believe.
No, you won't. That was a nice counter. I'll tell you after this. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, what a down two. Are you kidding me?
All the way behind his head.
Okay, so what I
downtown.
was saying is Liu Kang, if timed right with back 1-2 and or windmill punches, you can break an X-ray.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that happen before.
I've done it once. I don't know if it was an X. I don't know how, but it has happened.
Oh, and this is going to take him all the way to the corner and get rid of the timing on that buff. We are seeing him rebuff. Very nice. You can cancel the start of that buff in any special, which we saw him cancel it into a fireball right there.
Nice into a hard knockdown. And now what's the mix-up? Gets the low hit of that string, and nice damage here coming out of Circuit Destroyer. This could be the round now, though. This is the round. Beautiful.
We're seeing that Destroyer has a good Crystalline Tremor, but I do have to say, I don't feel like he's used too many of the Crystalline abilities. I feel like maybe he could have gone for another variation, but we'll have to see if he does end up using them during the set.
So much damage, and that Shaolin Flame does actually slightly buff grab damage as well.
Yeah, all of it adds up. It's a lot of little damage that it adds, but it ends up being a ton. Ooh, but very nice pressure coming from Destroyer. Shaolin's going to get out of the corner.
Nice
that was not
anti-air.
the way to do it.
Nice combo here, a chance for Destroyer to bring it back. Oh!
Oh, very nice. Uses
The crystalline armor changes it.
Kill. Oh! Went for the X-ray conversion. Would have seen the brutality, but Shaolin going back to character
What
select.
a great showing from Circa's Destroyer here. Especially after a switch to a character. Oh, wait a second. We just saw this scenario with Smoke. Different opponent, but
That's true, and we're seeing a lot of switches today, which is not surprising me. With all these changes, a lot of characters are going to be, go from people's secondaries to their mains. And Smoke is one of the characters, I believe actually maybe the character that Shaolin used the most getting to top 8.
Getting to top 8, okay.
And already with a good start. Another thing that we saw Tremor, again, is a character that loves controlling space, which is what we saw in that last game. Smoke, very good at countering that. Also really good at getting out of pressure. And Destroyer, just as a player, is such a pressure-heavy player. He loves cancels. He loves just getting people in the corner.
And right now, he's actually suffocating Destroyer with all of these strings and Smoke setups.
Yeah, we're not even really seeing too much from him yet. And one of the big issues is that Tremor does have a really, really fast high attack, but when he's trying to poke out of pressure...
Isn't it 6 frames now?
Yeah, the highest 6 frames now, but his low pokes are rather slow.
Right, that is true. And that's going to do it for this round. It's going to be Shaolin taking the first round here with the switch to Smoke.
We're seeing a strong counterpick game. I wonder if Destroyer does lose this one, if he will go back to Predator. Oh, and that's a full punish. Very nice. Oh, and that should be a nice combo.
Hard knockdown now goes once again for the crystalline buff for the armor. Gets knocked out of it, but still continuous pressure. Here comes Destroyer yet again.
Oh, and the scary thing about that string, starting with the 6-frame high, is that it is plus. So the only real way to stop it from going into itself infinitely is to make a right read and low poke.
Right.
Ooh, run really far forward into that low.
Put him in the corner, but Circuit Destroyer is now on set point.
Oh, guess we better hurry this match up.
That's not good.
All right. Doesn't get the full conversion. Could have got a lot more off of that.
Tremor does also have access to his X-Ray right now.
That was a beautiful
And there is no bar at all on Shaolin. He's about to just build his first one. If he gets caught again, that could be game, but no, he smokes out.
Nice. And Destroyer knew that he was safe to launch that pressure because he had the crystalline armor on.
And this is it. Destroyer getting hype. I love it.
Destroyer with a surprise pick, choosing Crystal and Tremor in top 8, which, as far as I know, I just haven't seen it. Maybe he's played in a tournament before, but if so, it's been rather on a smaller scale. Woo!
Mean mugging. I like it. Well, I mean, I don't like it if he was doing it to me, but good for him. So Circuit Destroyer coming over Shaolin, able to take him down in the switch. The switch worked.
Representing Circa extremely well. Circa been doing really well so far. Nikki was top 3 in KI.
I think top 3 in KI as well.
Spot.
So Circa doing very well, indeed.
Yes.
Thank you for sponsoring our players.
And Destroyer showing that he's a great pickup. I mean, ever since he was sponsored, he's just been improving more and more and more, already moving himself up to at least guaranteed 5th place in this top 8, and which may remind you
of a stacked tournament.
It is extremely stacked and has a $10,000 pot bonus provided by Warner Brothers and NetherRealm.
Thank you so much, of course, for sponsoring and continue to sponsor the scene, the fighting game community, as well as the NRS competitive scene. We obviously really appreciate it, and if it wasn't for the continued support, we wouldn't be here. So, again, huge shout out to Warner Brothers and NetherRealm, and of course, Level Up, SCR, Esports Arena, everyone that has put on this amazing tournament. SCR so far this weekend has been incredible. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and we talked about it a lot yesterday, but we have so many good players here. Almost all of the great players from across the U.S. have traveled here for this tournament.
I mean, we have one European in Madsen, and it's not just one European. It's one of the best Europeans.
Easily one of the best Europeans. Yeah. Again, just barely not making it, but we had almost the entire Yomi team. We had almost the entire CR team.
Yeah.
We had Noble Illusions, who we're going to be seeing next. Lots of teams coming out really strong.
Okay, so Illusions is, for me, he's one of the most intelligent players in the community. He plays so calculated and so smart, but also the way that he plays Kodal is, he may be my favorite Kodal, even though Madsen is like the Kodal in a sense. I just really love watching Illusions Kodal. I mean, but his opponent.
Well, there are quite a few Kodals, just to put that out there.
There's a lot of good Kodals.
It's very based on variations, too. But continuing, his opponent.
His opponent is
one of the fan favorites, easily the best Ferritor in the world, Biohazard. And
who's that guy?
I don't know. I've heard him a few times before.
Who's Biohazard?
Biohazard, losing kind of in an upset to Ominous against
and we watched that.
But he managed to fight all the way through losers, playing a bunch of ton matches here at
SCR. No, so he is playing right now. He's playing Cutthroat, and obviously Ferritor. Ferritor has been the character that he's known for. He's done, I would say, almost revolutionary things with the character as far as placing with him and coming up with tech with Ferritor. But he also does play Cutthroat. He likes Cutthroat Kano, and I just saw him practicing some Cutthroat against his brother. So we'll have to see how it plays out. I don't know what is Illusions still playing Sun God?
Illusions has been playing a lot of different characters. Honestly, I haven't seen him even play Kodal at all recently.
Oh.
I don't know who he's going to be using.
Okay.
There's a wide variety of characters for him to pick from. I know he used Warlock Quan Chi at one point. He's used...
at the tournament?
I don't know if he did in the tournament, but I mean, that's been one of his mains for a very long time. So we'll see who he picks. I don't know if he's happy with those changes to that, but we'll end up seeing. And of course, check out the King of Fighters 14 World Championship. Such incredible international competition for that game.
Yeah, it's really nice to see almost every single scene now, including KOF, and Tekken now has a World Tour. All of the FGC games are now getting real competition, and that is what's been driving this scene in the last 5-6 years. I remember when we started, and there it is, Tekken 7 with the North American Finals in San Francisco. Make sure you guys are getting those tickets, by the way. It's just every scene now has a really good world tour, whether it's Capcom, whether it's Killer Instinct, whether it's Tekken, King of Fighters, Mortal Kombat. This has been such a journey to watch the FGC grow as much as it has, and then we saw those absolutely crazy good EVO finals in the stadium of the Mandalay Bay in the event center. It's been just so nice to see.
The stakes have been raised for all fighting games all across the world.
Right.
We're at a level that
the stakes
we've never
has almost
seen
been
before.
raised as much as the quality is these Panzer III fight sticks, by the way.
Why settle for plastic?
Why?
There's no
Why
reason.
settle for plastic? Indeed, save 10% during the SCR weekend using promo code SCR 2016 at Jason's Customs, and that's Jason's with an ENS customs.com.
That looks a lot like Whip from KOF.
Kind of. Yeah.
I mean,
Kinda
not
does.
the hair. I don't know. Just made me think of her. She's holding like a cord. I don't know. I'm a big KOF fan. But, of course, you guys should stay tuned after this because there's a whole bunch of games left.
Oh, of course. SCR is not done after this very, very immensely hype MKX series that we're going to have for Top 8. Street Fighter is still coming up next after this. I believe KOF is still coming up after this. KI was done last night. We did crown a winner for KI. We just crowned a Marvel vs. 3 champion as well.
Oh, that was a good set.
That was an event. Chris G got second place, which I actually had him for the favor of this tournament.
But, okay,
So-
let's talk about...
But yeah,
talk
sorry,
about
I'm just thinking about all the fighting games happening right now. And now sitting is Illusions, the player we were just talking about. Noble's Illusions.
Noble's Illusions, one of the another player just like this tournament. I love this tournament because we're seeing a lot of these players that have done really well in the past, but a lot of times they fall just short. And this is a tournament where a lot of them are breaking through, and Illusions is one of those players. Biohazard, we've seen him do really well in the past, but also he's been back and forth as far as, sometimes he does really well, sometimes he doesn't do as well as he could, and today's another day where he's pulled off a lot of really great wins to make it here. In fact, his last win to get into Top 8 was a match against Michelangelo, which I believe is a rematch from EVO. I could be wrong on that, and he did manage to beat Michelangelo where he got zoned out the time previous.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who he used for that, but still, it's a great win, and both of these players with really good wins coming into this top.
There's something I don't understand, and there's so many sunglasses inside. And I don't know, maybe it's the lights on stage, but
It's Illusions and Hayate are the number one contributors to the wearing the sunglasses inside cause.
it must be the cool thing to do now. I don't know.
I guess so. I don't know. Dude, Illusions has been wearing those aviators all weekend, no matter where he is.
There's only one person that I think should be allowed, and that's Filipino Champ, because he's been doing it forever. He's been grandfathered in.
It's a thing.
It's his thing.
He's granted the free pass.
Yeah, he's granted the pass. I'll give it to Champ.
So are you going to tell Illusions to take those glasses off right now?
No, because he's in the zone. But if he could hear me right now, I would tell him to take them
If he wins this match, he deserves to keep them.
off. Those are actually
sunglasses
some
match.
pretty sick aviators, though. I'm not gonna lie.
And if Bio loses this match, he's going to have to take off his glasses. He won't be able to see for the rest of the tournament.
That's stupid. I don't even know why you would say that.
All right, so it looks like they are getting ready to play. And the big question here is which of these players' characters
And as
are
you
they
didn't
going
know,
to choose?
Illusions actually listens to the game sound through his forehead.
Oh, okay. So this looks like a button check, but it looks like Illusions is going to go with Sorcerer Quan Chi. He's known for using Quan Chi. When he first started getting successful, it was a lot due to Quan Chi. Both him and Dink, both in the Northwest scene, using a lot of Quan Chi. So he looks like he's sticking with one of his classics. Biohazard not even going for his Ferritor picks.
We almost saw this as a mistake, though, when he lost.
That is
Because
true.
had he stuck with Ferritor, there was a very good chance he didn't lose. But
You shall see my work.
This is an entirely different matchup, though.
That's true.
We did see that
No,
against
you're
the
right.
Shaolin Kung Jin, and this is a character. Quan Chi is going to try to run away, try to set up that armor, and Ferritor might have a little bit harder of a time dealing with that. Now, Kano, especially Cutthroat, is going to be able to stay on Quan a lot stronger,
Yeah.
and this is what we're seeing right here, already taking him to the corner.
And we've talked about it before. The weaknesses of Quan are that he has absolutely no Oki ability. He has no wake up.
And Sorcerer in particular is very momentum-based. As if he can get this stuff started, use that slow startup portal to grant himself that free hit of armor, then it's really hard to deal with him. But if you don't give him a chance, like we're seeing right here,
Yeah, and that's going to be it.
He's weak. He's
Using
weaker than any other
Kano Ball
variation.
to build some meter at the end. I love it.
also it's just very, very active. So there was almost no way that he could have gotten
Yeah.
out of that. Really, actually no way.
Literally impossible.
Literally.
Really good pressure here from Biohazard. He hasn't let Illusions out of the corner at all. This has been his home. And it could be his grave for this round if he's not able to just get out of there. And
All right.
Very lucky that he caught the end of that string.
Just barely, but that was really nice spacing, and this is exactly what he needs. He's going to use the hard knockdown. He's going to summon the armor portal. Now, he does, no matter what he does, as long as he's standing in that
but
portal,
no conversion.
He's going to have a free hit of armor. It's going to be very hard to pressure him, but he doesn't actually have that much life, so even if he absorbs it, it's going to be tough. He might have a chance to resummon it. There you go.
Oh, Big Skull uses the meter to make that a mid.
Oh, and very nice forward 3. Knocks him out of the portal. He's not going to have that
Oh, what a
armor anymore.
backdash, but that's no longer an overhead. Had that been an overhead, he would have caught Biohazard.
And that is one of the biggest changes that we saw in that last patch. The back 2, that giant sword swing, it's not an overhead anymore.
Yeah.
A different move of his forward 4, got switched to be his overhead. And we're seeing Illusions really question whether or not that's the pick that he wants. He did manage to get his game started in the very last round, but he was still at kind of a life deficit. It wasn't easy, and he did get pushed out of it. Oh, but it looks like he's going right back into it.
Fight.
Biohazard with his new switch, working out very well for him.
Wow, look at his road to top 8. Awesemo, Zyfox, Ominous, Forever King, Michelangelo.
Even Revit Leafing is a talented player.
Yeah, Revit Leafing, MF Chaos. What a road. What a bumpy road.
And he managed to eliminate 2 Yomi players. Oh, but he's going to have trouble eliminating the CR players. He's just stuck in this corner just the entire game. He needs to get out. He does have that interactable right there. If he chooses to spend the meter, it'll get that 2 hits of armor. He'll be able to safely at least check Biohazard on his wake up.
Yeah.
But he hasn't used it yet.
He's still stuck in the corner, finally getting out, but he had to spend a bar on his rune trap. On his rune.
Oh, and nice just trading zoning. Oh, but
Again
such a
with
good
that
check.
Kano up ball, yeah.
Biohazard's been great at checking with that the entire day. Oh, it's so hard to deal with that in footsies, that knife slash. It used to be unsafe, recently made safe. Not too recently. All right, but we're going to see the armor portal started. Now it's going to be much, much more tough for Biohazard to get in.
Yeah, I mean, and with the proper setup, Sorcerer can do insane damage, even on chip.
Oh, and that was actually extremely
nice.
fortunate for Illusions. That put Biohazard in the corner. It's going to give him so much space to just walk back. Just jumping over that straight ball, which was kind of funny looking, I'll admit. Oh, and this is scary. This is actually one of the scariest places to be against
because
Sorcerer.
just like I was talking about, the increase. Oh, he actually just goes for the armor portal, but there is another portal.
You have to block so many mix-ups from him in that corner when the armor portal's out right in front of him, and you have to get over him somehow or break the armor.
That was a mistake. Trance is very punishable on block, and punish it was 44% coming out of Biohazard.
Oh, and this won't quite be the kill, but that could have brought him to chip life. So I feel like that was a good break.
The risk.
Now, one thing we see right there is a lot of Quan Chi players, after a break, they love just doing raw trance, but Biohazard was completely ready for that. He dashed up and then he blocked it, which allowed him to punish it. The reason why they do it is since after a breaker you lose all of your stamina, you're not going to be able to run up and get a full combo usually, unless you do exactly what Bio just did, so super smart of him. And Illusion's going back to player select. Like I said, he's got a huge range of characters.
Okay.
Shinnok.
I'm sad we won't be seeing his Kodal, but whatever is comfortable for him, ultimately.
Yeah, and we did see Shinnok do extremely well earlier today, showing that he's still a very strong character. We are going to see the same variation with Bone Shaper. But this is a very risky pick, because now he's going to have to win 3 matches.
3 straight with Bone Shaper.
Shinnok. And I'm sure that he's good with the character, but will he be comfortable enough to win 3 straight? I mean, it's going to be tough no matter who he chooses to win 3 straight, but especially if it's a character that you very recently picked up.
Illusions,
I mean, a few mistakes.
He can definitely do it, but against Biohazard, it's going to be very hard. An immediate break, that was going to be some pretty healthy damage.
He just did raw straight ball from nearly full screen. What a ridiculous read. Right, now it's going to be much harder for the...
nice punish.
It's going to be much harder for Biohazard to get in on Illusions. I mean, Cutthroat does have a really nice punish for the Hellsparks with the Upblade that he uses in footsie so much, but if he has meter, Upblade there's no way to give it armor, so it's very risky. Oh, and
that's going to kill. He's dead.
And you know what? He could have done a little bit bigger of a combo there, but what he did was he chose the combo that put Illusions furthest
closest
in the
to the corner, yeah. And that little thing that you guys see at home when he pumps his chest. And he glows. That is his damage buff. It takes life away from Kano, but it gives him quite a bit of a damage boost.
Yeah, and you can see some really crazy comebacks with that because it won't kill you. It just leaves you at very small life.
Yeah, you cannot die from that if you are Kano. Unless there's another Kano.
Ooh, and that was a nice conversion. Unless there's another Kano.
Ah, you got it. You got it.
Breaks just wants to guarantee himself this
Illusions
match.
is coming back here. He can make this happen.
He could, but it's still
but that Kano ball right over the Hell Sparks. And that is a punish.
Very nice.
Oh, this damage.
Those Hell Sparks weren't spaced correctly, but we're going to see it.
So close. One more hit. Oh, no. What a back dash.
Oh, and he gets over the Kano ball.
Are you kidding me?
Those were some of the closest whiffs. And that was a lot of resources from both players. Bio almost made that huge comeback with that incredible punish, but now he's going to see himself in the corner, and Illusions is going to have a chance to come back. But this is regardless still match point for Biohazard. He spends a bar of meter, just gets immediately poked out. Oh, that's a bad whiff.
That was ridiculous. I'm still reeling from that round.
I know that was almost one of the best comebacks I've ever seen. Oh, again, wasting the meter. Now, Bio isn't going to have any meter for any sort of punishes or conversions. He's still, though, going to take Illusions to chip life with that throw.
Yep, not much left, and that's going to do it right there. Biohazard is going to take it 3-0 over Illusions.
And that's not with Ferritor, which is what we would have expected, but is with what seemingly is his new character, Cutthroat Kano.
Cutthroat Kano, and why not? Cutthroat Kano is so solid now, specifically because of the changes. We talked about it. One of the universal system changes is that there's not any armored launchers anymore.
And, you know, admittedly, it's a really weird choice to see Cutthroat Kano because Cutthroat Kano is actually one of the characters that got nerfed the hardest in this last patch. His overhead's not safe. He used to be able to make his overhead and his low both plus. Now there's no way to make it safe at all, and they removed the armor on his buff. So a lot of people are like, I don't know if Cutthroat Kano is good anymore. But Bio's like, I don't care. I've been using Ferritor for years.
That's true.
I don't care how good you're telling me this character is.
He's been using a character that a lot of people kind of wrote off the first half of the game, like, oh, Ferritor's not very good. Some people said he had potential, but no one really showed it until Biohazard came along and showed people, wow, Ferritor is actually kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and he's doing it again with Cutthroat. I mean, of course, there are a bunch of great Cutthroat players already. We saw Yuppei. We've seen...
Yeah.
I mean, even
Nube. Yuppei's like one of the ballsiest Cutthroat Kano players I've ever seen.
He is. I love him, dude. He's got such an aggressive playstyle.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also saw Newbie this weekend, who I just actually called Nube, which is a great mix of both of those
Nube,
Kano players' names. But
Newbie plays all three variations as well. He doesn't just play Cutthroat. We saw a very impressive cybernetic from him, actually.
We did, but we're going to see two other impressive players right here. Destroyer, who had that incredible 3-0 match.
It's Circuit Destroyer.
Ooh. You gotta give Sonic Fox some love. There's a reason why he's the number one
Sonic Fox is hands
player.
down the best player in the world now. There is no one that can even argue that.
But he's in loser's bracket right now.
That's true. He did lose to his teammate, Wound Cowboy.
That's true, which is something we don't see often. A lot of times when they run into each other, it is a classic match. They're always close, but most of the time Sonic Fox wins. However, with all these new character changes, Cowboy managed to win it in that last round, and now setting Sonic Fox down to losers to fight Circuit Destroyer, who did have that incredible 3... No, it was a 3-1. It was 3-1 against Shaolin with Tremor, which is surprising.
Yeah, he switched to Tremor, and he really made that character work for himself.
Yeah, which, like I said, surprising because he is known for Predator. He is maybe the most successful Predator in the world right now, and it looks like he is going to start with Predator, and Sonic Fox not going for Cryo, just going with Cassie, his classic pick. Now, Sonic Fox is known for using Alien a lot. He's clutched out a lot of moments with Alien, but what a lot of people don't know is that Cassie really is the character that Sonic Fox has used the most in the past 6 to 8 months.
You could almost say that Cassie is his character, even though he really doesn't have like a character. Cassie is probably the closest thing to it.
It's his most solid character from what we've all seen. He does extremely well with her. He loses almost no matchups consistently with her. Yeah. And we're seeing that start off strong
Cassie
right
is
now.
still just such a solid character in this game.
She is. She's also a character that got very small changes in this last patch. They slowed down that overhead of hers, but it's still relatively fast as we're seeing it hit twice in a row.
Yeah. And lightning fast round here for Sonic Fox as he takes it.
Round 2.
She also
started the set between him and Circuit Destroyer has showed that he can play very well. We just have to see if nerves against Fox, because we've seen that as a factor before, are going to take a place here.
Definitely, but Destroyer is a player who more and more has gotten exposure to the big stage.
That's true.
And especially, coming off of that big win, he might not be too nervous, but you gotta be nervous playing against Sonic Fox. And right now, Sonic Fox is just pressuring him in the corner, but he's gonna reverse that.
Yep, he's gonna burn the meter, reverse it now in the corner. Here comes Fox. Or excuse me, here comes Destroyer now with Fox in the corner.
Oh, and a trade! Now,
that was fortunate for Destroyer, although he lost the round.
Actually, that's not fortunate. What happens right there is if you trade with that, actually, sometimes she can combo off of it.
No, I know, but he didn't get the combo, which is why.
Right.
But yes, sometimes that can really
That is
work
true,
against you.
Yeah.
Fight.
But, and sorry, Destroyer getting hit again early. He's just living his life in this corner.
I also want to give a huge shout out to everyone tuning in. Just broke 50,000 viewers. Thank you so much for tuning into the MKX finals here at SCR 2016. And before I can even finish that sentence, Sonic Fox just cleaned up Destroyer.
Yeah, this is just completely controlled by Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox just locking Destroyer down in the corner. Now, Predator isn't known for having the best armor, but there are some interactables in that corner he could be using. Neither player has used any of those interactables. That swing is very good, at least to check your opponent.
Destroyer really hasn't had a chance to do anything. He's been getting absolutely mauled by Sonic Fox right now in the corner with Cassie, and this is pretty much where we find most of his matches take place when he plays this character.
And we just saw an armor-breaking setup from Sonic Fox. They actually traded, but Destroyer just not having a chance to do anything against Fox. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see him switch back to Tremor.
But I mean, they're asking, the crowd is asking for Goro.
Goro could be a great pick. If he is still practiced with Goro, Goro is one of the best characters in the game at dealing with pressure. He has a ton of great defensive options, a bunch of great armored options, and we are going to see
This is going to be pure pressure from the crowd.
Your payments are ready. Your checks are ready.
Destroyer, definitely one of those people that would get peer pressured by people into things. No, but really, this is a great
clearly he is that person to get peer pressured into things.
Like I was saying, one of the best characters in the game at dealing with pressure. He has a ton of multiple hits of armor options. He's got some of the fastest pokes in the game and the furthest. His up-close game is absolutely terrifying, which is why we're seeing Sonic Fox start off by jumping back and
there it is, punch walk.
All right, and that command grab gives a very long knockdown. He's going to be able to go all the way up, hit him with that buff.
Catching him, and now a little bit of life coming out of Destroyer. It may just be sucked out as he put in the corner, but we'll have to find out.
Ooh, nice, but that's still safe. That's why Sonic Fox used that meter right there.
Nice block.
Oh, no.
That should have been a punish.
He still managed to get a little bit of damage off of it. And
you
can never jump over Goro.
Oh, no. We've seen that from Fox so much, using the EX Nutcracker with the invincibility frame.
Oh, and a good conversion with the anti-air down one.
Yeah, but Sonic Fox is the best at using the EX Nutcracker.
Absolutely. Sonic Fox is like 100% on reads with those. Oh, nice. Using Punch Walk in footsies, getting the full conversion. Now, he is using Dragon Fang Inspiration, so he's going to get a lot more damage when he does hit confirm, and he's going to have the option for that low stab that we saw right there. It also buffs the hitbox of his jump attacks and a few other of his moves.
Oh, a lot of respect being shown from Destroyer, and that's really what's hurting him.
Yeah, he's got the better normals here. He can disrespect her a little bit. Ooh!
Wow. That, again, working in his favor.
Oh, and now you're going to see Cassie at Chip Life. Those projectiles are so good.
And there it is, taking a set, or excuse me, a match. A game. I don't even know what to say. A game off of Sonic Fox with Goro.
He took the round, took the game.
Oh,
two big bodies. What is the state of this game?
Two big bodies.
Can you imagine a year ago having somebody say, we're in a $10,000 top 8 and we're seeing Goro versus Jason?
Well, I don't even think Jason was in the game a year ago.
Shut up.
you may be right.
Then you really wouldn't be able to believe
it. But absolutely, this was not something to expect when this game first came out.
Yeah, and it's even still, it's a sight to behold. This is going to be a real brawl. These are two hard-hitting grapplers that have huge normals, and there's not going to be any
jumping himself in the corner. This could have been a mistake, but luckily gets a hit now with Punch Walk getting out. But here comes Sonic Fox.
Oh, there we go. Now all of those armor
your armor
is
negated. Yeah.
When he puts that damage buff on himself with the green chain, he breaks all armor with any of his hits.
Oh, you have 2 hits of armor? That's cute.
You have 0. Oh, nice. Hits him with that overhead.
Big hits here from Destroyer. Nice command grab from Sonic Fox, getting with pressure and punch walk, break.
Oh, and there we go. We might actually see zoning. I was wrong about that. And
wow.
Will he get back up, or will he keep his meter? It looks like he's getting back up. He wants to win. That's the specialty of this variation. He can spend all of his meter at the end to get back up with a little bit of life based on how much meter he has.
Oh, he's trying to desperately.
Oh, so much damage.
Oh, and he delayed wake up with Sonic Fox.
Pulling that win back after he already lost the round. And that's one of the other reasons why Unstoppable Jason is so good. On top of that, since he uses meter to come back to life, he has a buff that built in meter and life.
Again, using that EX punch walk has been working so well for Circuit Destroyer. Now going for the reset.
And he actually aimed that behind Jason, so that he tried to backdash it and up forward dashing into the stomp.
Jason getting that white buff you see is actually health regen.
And meter.
And meter, yes. And the green one, as we said before, the chain gives him damage and armor breaking properties.
Nice, but he's going to throw him out of the corners. I'm not sure if that was the best option right there.
Oh, punch walk, other direction.
And that's such an easy punish for Jason. There's not going to be enough meter to break this. This might be the kill.
Oh, yeah, and there it is.
Good
Sonic Fox taking out Circuit Destroyer, but not before Destroyer could give us one of the hypest matches so far.
Yeah, and what an interesting but great counter pick by Sonic Fox. It's not something that you would imagine.
Jason worked.
I mean, like we said, he's very, very comfortable with Cassie. We see him choose Cassie all the time. So choosing Jason as a counter pick to the Goro counter pick to Cassie, this is definitely a new meta. We've got a lot to explore. I can't wait to see even what tournaments past this bring, but also what this tournament's going to bring when we have Sonic Fox playing his further matches and all the rest of these players.
But you also have to remember, Sonic Fox is in the losers bracket.
Yeah, he's going to have to win.
Sent there by his teammate, CR Wound Cowboy. And now there's still other CR in this top 8. We also have Biohazard, who is going to be coming up again right now, except this time his opponent is going to be none other than Hayate.
Ooh, and this is, again, two players that are very fun to watch, two players that pretty much are the main players of their characters. I mean, they're the main characters of their characters. Yeah. Ronin, I mean, you
associate them with the characters, so.
Right, but we might see Kano again. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we saw Kano again. I actually can't think of a time when these two played. I'm sure they have before, but it's just not coming to me off the top of my head. And there we go. We see right there the winner of this match, the Hayate versus Biohazard, will fight Sonic Fox.
They get the prize of fighting the Fox.
Yeah, and
lose the semis, yeah.
Both of these players have done really well against Fox in the past. Season 2 finals for ESL, we saw Biohazard one hit away from upsetting Sonic Fox and taking that win, and Hayate just constantly challenging him. But especially with all these new character picks, with all of these patch changes, anybody could beat Fox. In fact, let us know, you guys, hashtag SCR 2016, if you think Fox is going to make that comeback, if you think he's going to win this tournament again, or if you think someone's going to take him out, tell us who. Could be one of these guys, including this beautiful man, Hayate Alexandre Dubé-Biledo. And he always hates me for saying his name wrong.
Ooh, the little tongue. Is that, what is the crowd chanting? Is that cow lick? What is?
I have hair flip.
Hair flip.
They're saying hair flip. There we go. The crowd getting excited for Hayate's hair.
Yeah, Bio can't do that. He doesn't.
I know.
He doesn't have the hair to do so.
You need the beautiful hair to get the crowd behind you. Oh, and he's already, looks like he's going to Kano on this character select right here. So again, two incredibly strong players meeting in the losers bracket, which is not expected. I mean, Hayate, he places in top 3 almost every time.
My question is if Biohazard starts losing, is he going to switch to Ferritor?
That's a great question, and that's really one of the toughest spots that he's going to be in today. We've seen him switch to Ferritor and do better. We've seen him switch to Kano and do better. So a lot of times, it's really
that's true. It's also
what he's feeling.
Dependent on, I guess, how he's feeling.
Yeah, it's almost entirely dependent on that. I don't think he's in a spot where he's going to know one way or another which of his characters is going to do better. He's just going to have to feel it out, and that's a really tough transitional period, which could cost him the game or it could win him the game. Sometimes, you know, he's going to have two options that are equally good, and that's really going to work out for him. But Hayate looks like it's seemingly he's going to stick with Ronin this entire time. I know he's more with some other characters.
And here we go, starting it off. First hit for Biohazard. Getting the meter and pushing Hayate almost to the corner until that reversal comes out. Oh, nice NJP.
And Kano is going to have one of the, there it is right there, one of the best armored options to get out of that Ronin pressure. Now, I'm sure Hayate has a good way to bait that, probably backdashing it, low profiling it, but regardless, that's going to be a very scary option in just...
Oh, nice armor.
Oh, and he uses the second bar to continue the combo.
Biohazard trying to get in. Wait a second. He could steal this round, and he does.
Nice. And again, with that 4-3 into the ball, it's the absolute maximum wall carry. Now, he could have done any other combo, but he specifically did that on purpose. I love it. And will we see the side switch? Nope, just taking back to mid-screen. Oh, or will we?
That's so cheeky. He has him underneath the sword, and then he just goes for the throw behind.
It's extremely cheeky, James. Oh, he almost got the side switch right there.
Oh, again, gets caught with that overhead. Now we just went from one corner to the other. No punish.
Oh, yeah, that was close. But both these players just kind of whipping normals in front of each other.
Oh, nice.
This is gonna, will this be the kill?
It would have been had he not broken there. Still, the life advantage is in Biohazard's favor.
Oh, no.
Oh, not anymore, and that's going to do it.
That really looked like Biohazard was going to have that, but he just didn't block that overhead on Wake Up. That overhead, we actually don't see it as much from Hayate this weekend just because it got much slower. It used to be one of his main footsie tools. Now we're seeing a lot more back one from him, a lot more forward 1-2, which, I mean, he already used a lot, but we're just seeing it more, and there it is right there.
Yeah, that overhead is not, or that string in general, the overhead low, has not really been a huge factor in his gameplay as much as it used to be.
But the pressure is still very strong, although still a lot of people, Hayate was telling me, are not used to the new pressure, so a lot of people will respect things in places where you no longer have to respect it, and it was a very nice conversion, absolute max damage. We always see max damage from Hayate.
Yeah.
He's the master of his character.
Oh, we usually see an up ball there from Biohazard, breaking so late, no life left, and he goes for a grab.
No anti-air there, but no meter from Bio. He's not going to be able to get
Oh, he gets a jump in!
A lot of down threes. It's like a Ferrotor combo. Oh! And that was beautiful anti-cross-up armor. You actually could have gotten a conversion from that.
Yeah.
If there was any more life on Kano's side, there would have been a combo in the corner, and I'm sure Hayate would have been ready for it, but regardless, that was a perfect read. That armor only...
Wow, and look at this aggression from Biohazard. So much damage! It's not over yet!
Oh, 60%!
And what a way to answer back!
That was over in a second.
Oh, beautiful whiff punish there as he backdashes for the bait.
And that's going to be one of the toughest tools for Hayate to deal with this matchup is that like kind of up knife where it's just an incredibly strong footsie tool.
Now, this is what we see so often from Hayate, switching between playstyle zoning to rushdown, but now it's actually going to be Biohazard coming in with a little bit of rushdown. I love his movement, the way he's coming in and out with those backdashes.
Both of these players have incredible movement. They both have really far normals, and they're both just baiting them and whiff punishing them so well.
Yeah, there was no getting away from that. Biohazard he might as well try. It's
right. It's the best you can do.
Yeah.
Kano, of course, has one of the best backdashes
in the
entire game, so it's one of the safest options if you're, you don't really have too many other great options.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Oh, barely lands on the top of that. That is active for so long. The X version becomes mid, it's plus, just stays out there. It's a beam more so than a projectile.
Oh, here's the switch.
Very nice usage of the armor. He knew that he didn't have the sword back, so he had to use that version.
And it's so hard to trip guard Takeda because he has that overhead flip, and he can do it in the air.
Yeah, and it's safe on block.
Oh, nice. Big damage coming out of Biohazard, and he also has Hayate in the corner.
This is going to be one more mix-up till death. Nice block on the overhead, but that's going to be safe if you manage to do the whole string. And for the second game in a row, Hayate closing it out with the up sword.
Yeah.
Now this is where the decision.
This is where we're about to see whether or not he decides to switch to Ferrotor or stick it out with Cutthroat. I mean, and his Cutthroat has not been doing poorly by any stretch of the imagination.
No, those have all been extremely close shaves. I mean, well, another thing that we could see too, he's played a lot of Commando. He was playing a ton of Commando before this patch until he decided to pick up Cutthroat. Oh, but hey, you know what? He's sticking with Cutthroat the whole way. Is this the sign that the world's favorite Ferrotor player may be?
It's no longer the Ferrotor player?
Yeah, it may be a Kano player now. Which, I mean, completely understandably, he's been doing extremely well. He pulled off a lot of upsets this weekend, and or not upsets, but great wins this weekend. Made it all the way here to top 8. He's going to get a share of that 10,000, and this is still a new character for him. That just shows how good he is with him already.
Yeah, Matt's really good with everyone. Excuse me, Biohazard.
Matt, you love Jupiter.
Well, I mean, that's
he's
his
Matt
name.
too. He's Matt too.
He's Matt too, yeah.
I just never heard anybody call him Matt, I guess.
Sorry.
All right.
Nice combo conversion there from Hayate. Oh, what a down 2, though.
Oh, rolls over him. That was a mistake. He tried to get the conversion off the down 2, I think.
He's going places. Nice back. Again, that backdash coming into play for Biohazard.
Oh, and he's going to use the plus frames off the projectile. Very nice spacing, but
comes out swinging and a grab. Beautiful from Biohazard.
yeah, great choice also because it's going to put him in the corner and really give him some advantage for this next round. Now, there is a gap in between that forward 4 knee and the up slash, so we just haven't seen it kind of interrupted yet.
Oh, nice tech. Hayate is also very slippery. It's difficult to grab him.
Yeah, we saw him take 3 throws in a row.
I think it's the first time we've seen that overhead ball from Biohazard.
Yeah, well, most of the time now you're going to see just the raw overhead because he is playing cutthroat. You do see the ball a lot more like in cybernetic play or in commando play. Ooh, and a beautiful whip punish.
Getting caught. The zoning switch here from Hayate is working out very well.
What a risky check with just down 1 sword, and that should be the punish.
Yeah. I like that up ball, regardless of whether it worked or not. It built meter, and it got him out of the corner, kind of.
Yeah, at least he's creating some space.
Yeah.
But also Hayate, he can use the space either way. We're seeing him now just choose to zone.
Yeah, that's the really difficult thing. Unless you're standing absolutely full screen. Oh, nice. Again, using that armored up ball after the up slash.
Yeah, it is safe on block. 6-frame startup. One of the best on moves in the game. Easy. Ooh, lands on that. He actually might have been able to straight ball and get a conversion off that. That would have been really hard, but...
Oh, again! That's the second time we've seen that from him today. What, that's his jump 4, correct?
That is his jump 4, and Hayate just showing that he's so ready to convert off everything, that comfortability with the character that nobody else has.
A bar of meter on Kano. Nice reflect.
And that is always so scary. When that sword is under you, you're trying to respect him, but then the throw could be it into Chip, and Hayate
there it is.
Taking it 3-0 over CR Biohazard, advancing to fight Sonic Fox, which is a crazy match for losers bracket. Regardless, great play by Biohazard today, using a new character for him, showing that he's already one of the top Kanos. I hope that we get to see a lot more of his Kano, but I still, of course, hope we get to see more of his Ferritor. Everybody loves watching the Ferritor.
Yeah, it's going to be sad to see his Ferritor go if he decides to drop the character, but I mean, his Cutthroat Kano is also very impressive. So
extremely impressive.
It's tough.
We'll see more of it in the future, I'm sure. But okay, the remaining players that we have in this tournament are ridiculous. I mean,
there's 4 players left in this tournament. Winner's side is going to be Scar, Panda Global Scar versus Critical Reactions Wound Cowboy.
Yeah.
And now in the losers bracket.
You know, honestly, a lot of people could see this losers bracket match and say, "Oh, was that Grand Finals?" Easily. I mean, no questions asked.
One of these players is going home. It's going to be Hayate versus Critical Reactions Sonic Fox.
Also, be sure to check out World 8 video games. They got a nice setup outside today.
You're familiar with World 8?
I am familiar with World 8. I've been to tournaments there for Mortal Kombat, for Street Fighter. They have a lot of community involvement. They're a really great little store. They got a lot of retro stuff. I'm sure you guys have seen the ads quite a few times, but really seriously check them out. It's always nice to support little mom-and-pop video game stores. There aren't a ton of them out there, and this is a really nice one. You know,
yeah, this one's going to be world-8.com. Make sure you check that out, as well as on Facebook at World 8 LA. And then the Brook Converters, if you are having trouble or you can't necessarily purchase a brand new fight stick and you have a PS3, check out the Brook Converters. They will help you convert PS3 to PS4 and start playing with your friends.
Yeah, or the Universal Fighting Board, which you can put that into any stick, make it work on anything.
Yeah.
It works. I mean, like it says, revive your PS3 controller on PS4. That works for both of those.
Yeah, you can also play it on PS4 with the Xbox Elite controller if that's something you're comfortable with.
That's true. I love the Xbox Elite controller. We used to talk about that all the time.
Yeah, we used to. And of course, the advanced USB converter, the Mega Shock.
Oh, yo, this one is it's for Neo Geo. it brings PS3 to PS4 to Neo Geo. That's crazy.
That's actually kind of sick.
wild, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you can.
And that's
pre-order
also
now.
at Arcade Shock as well.
Yeah, all of these are Arcade Shock, and Arcade Shock's got a ton of items. Arcade Shock, of course, too. They're over here at SCR. You guys can check them out online. I know there's a promo code. What was it? SCR 2016.
SCR 2016.
There we go. There we go. You remember?
I remember. You remember? Member berries. And there it is,
right
Arcade
there.
Shock at Southern California Regionals. New items and exclusive in store. You can save on a huge lot of new products, and that's going to be using SCR code 2016 to save at least 10%.
But you can save money, but who will save us from the ridiculousness that is this match? You actually can't quite see it, but these guys are face to face right now. They are talking trash. Look at that. Look at that. Hayate, stone-faced. He's
like
ready.
how-
Taking off the sunglasses.
No,
putting
he
on
took
his real
he
glasses.
took off the sunglasses the first time.
But this
I
is
like
still
how he
exciting.
put them back on until Sonic Fox got on stage, and then he put on his regular glasses.
He needs
as if-
entrance. He
Because he
needs
stayed. No, well, he stayed on stage the whole time.
Oh. Well, it's still his entrance. You're right, though. He's ready, dude. Hayate, always somebody who loves playing to the crowd. He loves the excitement. He loves his fans. But it's because he's such an exciting player to watch. He really, he's always been a great player, but he didn't really get to travel too much. And then one day, he came out of nowhere.
One day.
Oh,
It's like the legend of Hayate.
Is this a real button check? Is this a real match?
I am very confused.
This looks like a real match. All right, so
Wait,
Hayate. Is Hayate using Brawler?
He's using Brawler Cassie Cage.
Okay, well, this is a character that I do know he's been playing. I saw him living with it a little bit when we had our local earlier this week. So Hayate, for the first time this tournament, as far as I know, not using Ronin Takeda.
Yeah, I'm sorry for being so thrown off at the start. I didn't know if this was real.
Yeah, I was confused, and we've also seen Sonic Fox use Cassie a few times, but Sonic Fox going with Unstoppable Jason, Hayate going with Brawler Cassie.
Sonic Fox has, if not the best Jason. His Jason is so good.
Yeah, I mean, there are quite a few good Jasons out there, but
There are
he's
multiple
really
good
showing
Jasons.
that, especially using Unstoppable, he is a pro right now.
Yeah,
And
White Boy had a really good Jason as well.
White Boy, who's actually in the
Yeah,
building.
he was here. Yeah, shout outs to him.
Oh, and a very nice whiff punish by Hayate. I've never seen him play Brawler too much. He said he knows how. I know his execution is good. Of course, he plays one of the hardest execution characters to begin with, so a character like Cassie should
Oh,
be nothing
nice
for
with
him.
punish.
Are we going to see Sonic Fox take another game post-death?
Oh my goodness, we
that
might.
won't quite be enough, but
One
Chip's
more
gonna be
mix-up.
scary.
Oh no, the guns!
Oh, and Hayate giving Sonic Fox the middle finger for that. He said, no,
Whoa.
get out of here.
That's rude. You don't do that.
But Hayate's going all out for this match.
It's so weird seeing him not play Ronin. This is throwing me off.
It is, and we're going to see how his playstyle
Oh, what an anti-hero.
adapts this. Ooh.
That stand one was beautiful.
Oh, but that was a great time to use Armor Command Grab. That Armor Command Grab, you can choose which side you throw them on, so he was able to put him back in the corner with that, get that corner pressure with Jason, which is so scary.
Right, the regular command grab, it switches sides, but the armored you can choose.
Right.
And he's getting tossed around literally like a teenager.
Oh, but he's got the ability to do it too. Cassie also has an Armored Command Grab, also throws them in the corner. So seeing a lot of side switching, but this is going to be really tough to avoid this chip. And
Oh.
yeah, that was a tough situation.
You saw Hayate try to react to that and throw out a button, but
Yeah, it's very, very hard to whiff punish that string. Back 1-2-1 with Jason. It's really forward advancing. It's active almost the entire time that it's thrown out. Your best bet for whiff punishing that is to, unless you have a really good hitbox normal, is to try to low profile it and
right
get down for it.
Right.
Oh, so many hugs. He says, you know
Hugs
what, man? You
everywhere.
give me the middle finger, but I still love you. I'm just going to hug you. until
Oh,
you're
what
done.
an NJP though. Nice answer here from Hayate.
Ooh, maximum damage.
Oh!
And okay, so we're seeing Brawler here. That's a variation we don't get to see too much. She has an overhead ender that does a ton of damage, and she has a command grab. Both of them, you spend meter, they're armored, which we're seeing right now.
Nice
Oh!
mix-ups here from Hayate. One more and down two.
What an incredible read. He dashes up, and then down two is catching that jump on Wake Up. But
He is going to get a decent amount of life back because he had 3 bars of meter.
we're actually almost back to even, and he uses the health buff. This won't quite be enough to kill, but now Sonic Fox has the post-death life lead.
And there it is.
Hayate trying to score him away, but it's so hard to score him away from Jason.
Well, Hayate's going to stick it out with Brawler.
If there's anything more terrifying than fighting Sonic Fox, it's fighting Sonic Fox with 2 lives per round.
Yeah, that's true. And he is just hugging Hayate to death.
I love this style from Sonic Fox where he doesn't care about the corner. He's willing to absolutely just switch sides no matter what because he gets that free Oki off of each of his enders, each of his command grabs every single time anyway. But the corner is always nice.
Sure. Nice.
Ooh,
Gets a hit, but nothing else afterwards. And again with another choke from Sonic Fox and his big boots. Just putting down Hayate.
And that's the scary thing here is Hayate now is trying to wiggle out of the command grabs, but Sonic Fox is mixing up so well between command grab and just raw hits. And it's so much damage back into the situation. Same situation off of both
big
of those
damage.
options.
Nice trip guard from Hayate. Still gets caught. He's stuck in that corner. This is where his home has been.
All right, gonna
Hayate
put him back
switching
in the corner.
sides. There we go.
Nice. Oh, misses the ender right there. Could have got a
This
little
is a
bit more
chance for
damage.
Hayate, but look at Sonic Fox slowly building bar. That's going to help him come back. Jumps in the corner. Wait, don't do that.
And throws it back in the corner. What's the mix-up? Nice block. He actually could have ticked-toed off of that.
Oh, he tried to convert with flip kick. And there's a down two. Okay, catching Sonic Fox.
Sonic Fox using the meter.
All the meter. Getting a little bit left in an X-ray.
He said, not again. Not this time. I'm doing everything I can to kill you. So, a good pick right there. All right, going into Sonic. Sorry,
Yeah, it was a good choice. It is still the final round, though. It's not over yet. Sonic Fox still with a 1-game lead. And now both buffs.
Ooh, and that's a big combo in the corner.
Ouch.
And a drop combo from Hayate. Very uncharacteristic, but this isn't the character he's most comfortable with. Oh, wow. I don't know sure what that whiff was
Again,
right there.
pushing Sonic Fox to the corner, but this isn't the biggest of deals. Simply because... Oh, nice jump. Baits it out. The problem is if he gets Sonic Fox in the corner, Sonic Fox can still just grab him and switch positions instantly.
Right, so it's almost
With
better
armor
to keep him in the mid-screen.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is going to be a lot of damage. It won't quite be enough to kill, but there's still one more mix-up here, and no meter from Hayate to armor.
Oh, and he went for it. Oh! Some stay. Her head is still flying.
It may have reached outer space, traveling through the planets. Oh, wow.
You could have just left it, and it would have been fine.
Hayate going back in with Cassie.
Nice block. That is an overhead. It's not a true command grab.
Oh, and putting on both bumps just in his face. Just very much disrespecting him right there. And getting command grab in the corner. This is very scary for Hayate. Tries to armor out, but the damage
my, these boots!
Ooh, Sonic Fox using the breaker.
Just kicking Hayate's teeth in over and over again.
And the scary thing about this matchup is that even though they are both up-close brawling characters, if Jason just sits back, puts on the life buff, he's going to build a ton of meter, a ton of life.
Yeah, you can't.
You have to challenge him.
The problem is once he has that on, you can't just leave him alone. You're like, okay, well, I'm full screen, he's full screen, we're safe. No, that's not how it works. It's so funny to think that Jason fits Sonic Fox's playstyle so well.
Who doesn't fit his playstyle well?
Right, but Jason specifically.
That's true. It works out for him. Another character we just don't see many people playing, but this is not looking great for Hayate. He's going to get hit with a hard knockdown. This is match point for Sonic Fox. Winner of this is going to make it into the top 3. Oh, but a nice command grab. Hayate still has a chance. Wait.
Oh. Classic Fox. Nice whiff punish here coming from Hayate. He's not just quite done yet, but look at all the meter. Oh! And he gets the brutal.
Very nice. That's a brutal you almost don't see ever. You have to X-ray from so far away. Sonic Fox saving his meter. If that didn't work, that was going to be scary because he would have lost all of his meter. But Hayate going out with a strong 4th. Sonic Fox moving back up into top 3. He's going to be facing
I mean, that wasn't by any means poorly played by Hayate, but just to see him not play Ronin, it's so odd to me.
He decided to go Cassie the entire time. I mean, he was doing fine, but it just
He was
wasn't
doing
able
fine.
to close it out.
Yeah.
Sonic Fox, like I'm saying, the only thing scarier than fighting Sonic Fox is fighting Sonic Fox, who comes back to life when you beat him.
Yeah.
It's that many more chances
2
for Sonic
lives
Fox to beat
is
you.
that sucks.
Oh yeah, it's. I mean, sure, it's tough, but we'll see how he does against the loser of these 2 players. Our next match is going to be winners finals. We're going on the winners finals.
It's going to be winners finals now here with Wound Cowboy, CR's Wound Cowboy, and then PG's Scar. Scar has been easily one of the, I don't really want to say like second fiddle to Sonic Fox, but he's been right under Sonic Fox, contesting with him and challenging him at every corner. Arguably the best, aside from Tekken Master, who did it the best essentially at EVO.
Yeah, both of these players have both fought Sonic Fox quite a few times. Now, against each other, they have not as much experience, I would say, against each other.
Not terribly a lot of experience.
But they have played each other quite a bit.
But yeah, and Scar is usually the one that comes out on top.
Okay, well, we'll see now. Again, Demolition Sonya nerfed a lot, changed a lot, and I mean, he's still shown that he's really good with her. But we did see a huge switch from him to Smoke against Hayate, which I think could work really well against
I think Smoke would be actually really great against Bone Shaper if that's the variation that Wound Cowboy chooses, simply because of the fact that if he makes him with any health sparks and he gets in front or behind, I mean, that's going to be a massive punish over and over again for Scar if he chooses Smoke.
Yeah, there are a ton of ways that you can fight Shinnok with Smoke.
Yeah,
I mean, you can smoke towards to get through the health sparks and with punish.
The mobility is insane.
Trade smoke bomb with health sparks maybe, or you can outrange health sparks and throw smoke bombs. You can back 2-1. You can use EX teleport to get a full combo. Like, not the actual teleport, but the teleport drop.
Right.
That overhead that lands and they'll grant him a full combo. This is going to be very, very, very difficult for Cowboy to control. And it looks like Scar is thinking the exact same thing that we are.
Yeah. Honestly, and he could do it with Sonya, even post-patch. But his smoke is so good, and the character itself is so good, there's almost no reason for him not to use smoke.
And, ooh. Well, Zaza says Scar's going home in the next 10 minutes. That's a call-out saying that he's going to lose.
That's
so
rude.
that means that we got a Cowboy fan out here. Now, Cowboy just playing solid the entire time. Cowboy's been a great player for a very long time. But he's very possibly the best Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah.
And just strong with Sinestro all the way through Injustice. He's been always known for playing characters that are very good at keep away and just good at controlling space, zoning, playing a little bit lane.
That's definitely been his strength, though, and he's one of the best at it. And it was so awkward to see him play at the beginning of this game. He was playing Sub-Zero.
Yeah, that was
it was like such an odd fit for him. And then he started playing Shinnok, which was pretty much the character everyone thought he was going to play initially.
Yep, and that's who we're seeing him play here in this winners finals set. Scar versus Wound Cowboy. Again, $10,000 pot bonus. That means there's a lot of money on the line for this. The winner of this is going to move into winners of Grand Finals. That's a big deal. And I'm sure neither of these players wants to lose and fight Sonic Fox again.
Right.
Ooh, that was a little bit of a mistake right there. Using a second smoke bomb. I don't think he realized he'd already used one within the first part of that combo. You can't do twice, obviously.
And this is going to be difficult for Wound Cowboy to deal with, but so far he's doing it in stride.
Well, the greatest boon for this match is the fact that the inside normals for Shinnok are so good. So
yeah, he
fast.
still has great up-close normals, absolutely.
Yeah, so he can get smoke off of him if he makes the right reads.
Oh, he goes in for the chip with that down one. Now he's getting caught. Wait a second.
Using the meter. He's going to go for the reset. Looks
Breaker
like it.
available for Cowboy. He's not going to use. Oh, my goodness. Shut up.
And that was a really heavy read right there by Cowboy. I mean, there is so much time that anything would have been guaranteed right there from Smoke, but Cowboy was like, oh, he's delaying it a really long time. Down 2.
Oh, and he misses his jump in.
We're actually seeing quite a few execution errors from Scar right now. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but we didn't see them in that last set.
So I talked to Scar before the set, and he's like, honestly, I haven't even really been playing that much.
Really?
That could be a factor that maybe he's a little out of practice. It doesn't look like it, aside from a few drop combos, but
It's quite possible, but, I mean, regardless, we saw him do extremely well against Hayate earlier. And
yeah.
He's doing well right now. It's just that he's got a few drops.
I feel like he played the best Smoke he's ever played against Hayate just today.
Very possible. I mean, we've seen him beat him with him before, so It's hard to say, but he's obviously here for a reason
Oh!
here in Winners Finals.
He just wakes up 1-1-1.
All right, going for the hard knockdown. What's the mix-up? Nice! That's
Oh, and he
gonna be
goes
the
for the
kill.
overhead, that back one finally. That's something that we haven't really been seeing from SCR. He's been refraining from using the back one or the back three, using either mix-up low or high. But now, and that is what we were talking about, Evan.
Yeah, going right through that projectile. But wow, what a risky read by Cowboy. 100% sure that he was going to make it. That's going to put him out of the corner, but again, against Smoke, like we said earlier, it doesn't really matter that much.
No.
Ooh, nice.
Smoke.
That was far.
Smoke really has no corner weakness because he gets out so easily.
Oh, no conversion off of that. He didn't have the meter because he used the meter for the armor in the first place.
Overhead coming out. We've seen a lot of overheads from Cowboy, and most of them have actually been successful in connecting.
And it's really interesting to me, Cowboy never goes for the optimal combo off the overhead. I mean, you can get a lot of damage, you can get the restand, you can get the mix-up, but
he always just goes for a scoop.
And that's a lot of damage left on the table, but I guess he's just not, he just doesn't think it's worth, like, potentially dropping it. It's not the easiest of combos.
The timing is a little weird, yeah. And that should be a punish. There it is.
And that's the second time in that set that we've seen SCR miss that hit confirm and then spear off the second hit it back 2-1 when he didn't hit, then get punished for it. I just feel like he's not playing as solid as we saw him against Hayate. We'll see if he can kind of fix it in this match. But
yeah, he didn't really drop anything, honestly, against Hayate.
Yeah,
aside from like the first,
confirms.
there was like the first round where he was looked a little rusty, and then after that round, he looked clean as hell.
Yeah, and he's looking clean again right now. Gonna take the knockdown. What's the mix-up? Nice block by Cowboy.
Oh, try to get in and overhead. So that time I would understand because he puts himself in the corner.
The biggest difference here between this and the Ronin matchup is the fact that, except for that string that you saw right there, Shinnok doesn't have to commit nearly as much to his string, so a lot of times when you smoke through stuff, he's going to be able to recover in time and actually maybe even beat out Smoke on his recovery.
Again, another overhead.
There we go. That's the full combo from
Oh, he
it.
tries again. Insane. I've never seen so many overheads out of Wound Cowboy in my life.
Hey, they're hitting, and to be honest, it's not going to be an easy punish if you space it correctly. Smoke doesn't have anything that's like super fast and super far. Forward one or standing one are really his best bet, but yeah, if you space it correctly, it's a safe overhead.
Funky little exchanges there as they traded, and now pressure is still coming out of Wound Cowboy with the forward fours. Getting a lot of mileage out of that string. I mean, that is essentially his best string in Boat Shaper, forward four.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
forward 4-1 down
the
down
fastest
2. Yeah.
low in the entire game that can start a combo. So
7 frames.
In fact, it's the fastest non-high in the game that can start a combo.
7 frames.
Yes. Ooh, missed the
nice.
anti-air. He tried.
Yeah, he tried. He got the jump in. One Cowboy, fortunate for him. Now in the corner, it's hard to say how much it matters because right there.
Oh, this is going to be a lot of damage. Can he kill him with just the damage, or is he going to have to get some chip afterwards? If so, that's going to be scary. No, he's going to need some chip.
A little more damage. Use EX Sparks to try to get something fast. Wait a second.
Oh,
that's going to do it.
Guaranteed chip from Shinnok. That is one of the scariest things about him. He builds so much meter and gets so much guaranteed chips because he's got long strings that jail into Hell Sparks, which themselves do, what is it, like 5% damage overall just for the Hell Sparks?
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Ooh, nice. Ducks the last hit of that string, just throws as a punish. Oh, and just run up. See, that's the fear. He's been using overhead so much that he can now abuse his safe 7-frame low starter and just open up SCR more than he ever could. And even if he doesn't, it's safe, just like we see right there.
Wow. Wound Cowboy is about to go 2 straight games up on SCR, and he does. What a low-tier hero Cowboy is.
I know, choosing low-tier, barely viable Shinnok.
Barely viable low-tier Shinnok. Cowboy is just, not only did he dominate Fox, but now he's dominating SCR. What a champion.
I think this may be the strongest run that he's ever had this tournament.
This is easily the strongest run he's ever had.
And it's looking like he's got a really good chance of 3-0ing SCR right here. I mean, what we were saying earlier still stands. Smoke is extremely good at countering all of that space control and all of that zoning
on
that Shinnok
paper,
has.
Smoke is like perfect to fight. Shinnok.
But the biggest issue there was he would get in, and Cowboy would just make the right reads and use all those incredible Shinnok normals. I mean, he's got a 6-frame down 1, the 7-frame low, he's got a 7-frame down 2. He's just, everything inside is so scary for him. Oh, and we're seeing Scar hover over Reptile?
I don't think I've ever seen Scar play Reptile.
Me neither. I mean, I've only seen him play 3 or 4 characters. We've seen him play Alien just a little bit. Oh, no, he said no. He said no.
The entire crowd is saying no.
You know,
wait a second. I don't think he cares. He's going in.
He's going Reptile.
Here we go. Reptile coming out of Scar.
Now, we've seen Scar choose new characters before, kind of out of the blue. In fact, Smoke was one of those that we used to say. We were like, oh, he plays Smoke? We didn't know he played anybody but Sonya. But now that Smoke's his main, I guess he's got to have new ways to surprise us, right?
Yeah.
So this is it. Nimble Reptile, a character that we very rarely see. We did get to see a little bit from Chris G earlier this weekend.
Who played really well, by the way, I might add.
But already off the bat, it's looking really good for Cowboy.
Oh, no.
And that doesn't work. Now, he did choose Nimble. Nimble is going to give him the ability to slow down time. And while he slows down time, his opponent's just going to move really sluggishly, and he actually can't block. Now, what he did right there was kind of a situation that you normally see out of Deceptive, where he gets plus frames off of his invisibility.
It doesn't work the same way.
Yeah, not the same at all. Oh, very nice. At least he's going to get out of the corner, at the very, very least. Unless he's killed with a throw or a scoop.
Nice. I love that use of dash to get in. Oh! That would have been so sick. But Cowboy denied him.
Oh, and our good friend from EU, Ketchup, saying if the Wound wins this, he thinks that he's going to win the whole thing. And I wouldn't be surprised as he's already beaten both the players that would be in losers at that point. And oh no, a dropped combo from Scar.
Wow, with these overheads is ridiculous.
I mean, it's not talked about a lot, but honestly, Shinnok is one of the better mix-up characters in the game just because he can constantly condition you with that low. And then the overhead. No.
Drop these combos, Scar, please.
He's still got a really nice chance here in the corner, though. Reptile has also had some of the best mix-ups in the game.
Reptile is a very good character in this game, and I feel like he's very underutilized.
I agree. I'm surprised we don't see more of him. Oh, and he's trying to just step back in zone. It could work because of the roll-up Cowboy's at, but
wait a second, Cowboy. No, he drops.
He went for Unbreakable. I don't know why he went for the straight instead of going just for Hellsparks again.
And that's it. Cowboy goes to the Grand Finals in winners.
Very strong 3-0 in winners finals. Like I was saying, this might be the strongest run that we've ever seen Cowboy have.
This is the strongest Cowboy I think we've ever seen, yeah.
Beating Sonic Fox, beating Scar very cleanly. And moving on to winners finals. Now, both of these players are now in losers finals. We're seeing them going up to compete right now. Another match that we are just so used to.
But in grand finals, that's when we're used to it.
Oh, yeah.
This is losers finals as Cowboy has secured himself in grand finals.
Yeah, which it's a lot of times it's the other way. Cowboy's definitely proven that he's very capable of making placements like this, but we just haven't seen it. And this is going to be one of the toughest losers finals matches that I think we've ever seen, ever. Sonic Fox versus Scar.
These two have played so much. Sure, it usually goes in Fox's favor, but with the recent changes,
yeah, I mean, honestly,
I don't know.
Anything could happen. Both these players are using new characters today. I seriously, it could be anybody's game.
It could be anyone's game. Speaking of anyone's game, if you are going to be gaming, period, you should get the best gaming headset under $50, and that's going to be the HyperX Cloud Stinger. Buy it now.
I believe those are the headsets that the players have been wearing all day.
They're actually, honestly, for a headset under $50, they pretty much are the best headsets for that price. They're great headsets.
Yeah, and there they are right now, I believe. Maybe not. I think that's it. Well, anyway, yeah, that's them. Anyway, I can't.
The worst plug placement ever, my man.
Hey!
It's okay.
He needed to turn his head. I'm going to blame Scar on that one. Scar, that's his hat. Have you ever asked Scar about that hat? He's worn that hat to a few different tournaments.
I actually have not. I haven't really had a chance to talk to Scar.
It's some sort of like what's it called? You haven't had a chance to talk to Scar ever? Wait a
No,
minute.
I haven't had a this weekend. I haven't had a chance to talk to him this weekend.
Okay. Anyway, it's some sort of like charity or something like that. Oh, are they going in already?
Yeah, seems like they're just going in.
Or is this a really strong button check? A combo check?
I don't think.
Okay, this is real. All right, so we've got losers finals here. The winner's going to move back into Grand Finals against Wound Cowboy, but on the left, we've got Scar going immediately with Smoke, not even going for Sonya's main, and on the right, Sonic Fox going back to Cryo.
He's still sitting with Cryo, even though we've seen him use a lot of Jason this weekend.
His Jason has been absolutely dominant. He hasn't even come close to losing with Jason, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the switch again, but he just looks comfortable right now.
Yeah, beautiful anti-air 2 coming out of that, and this is pretty much the setup we've been seeing from him this whole weekend in the corner, burning the bar.
Going for the hard knockdown. This probably won't kill. And a beautiful
Fox
bait.
waited.
He did. That was very intentional. He just down 3'd right there. There's nothing that Smoke can do because Smoke doesn't actually have armor. So the only option right there was either he blocks the down 3 or the down 3 gets avoided and then he kills him afterwards. Oh no, he missed the combo right there. And that's going to allow Scar to get out of the corner. Doesn't block a lot of that. Just stops blocking.
Oh, another drop for Scar.
Ooh, I like the fact that Sonic Fox really likes using 1-1-1 from a mid-range just because that last hit of that string just has that giant sword hit.
Yeah.
So he almost uses it like a footsie's tool. And on block, it's also safe.
Speaking of 1-1-1, that's pretty much the only string Scar's really been using after his pressure setup.
He just likes the mix-ups off of it, I guess. Ooh, a nice block, but that's unsafe.
Nice grab. Scar gonna take a round, tying it up. In this losers finals match, so weird.
Yeah, it's a match that we've seen before. I mean, ESL season finals. These two are just classic competitors. For quite a while considered the top 2 in the United States. Meeting in the losers finals with 2 completely new characters.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen this before with them.
Oh,
Aaron
nice
versus
block.
Sonya, but it's a completely new game. Oh, nice.
Oh,
there
okay.
we go.
That's the first time he's tried that, and even still, Fox has teched it.
Well, that's the thing about good players in this game. They're
Oh,
very good
X-ray!
at it. Wow. Okay, so I'm not even used to seeing Smoke's X-ray because he's used meter for so much.
Yeah.
And on top of that, all of the Triborgs have different startups on their X-ray. Each one starts a different way. I mean, Sector does the teleport punch, he does the backwards teleport punch, so that was a really great choice to beat that jump back.
Yeah, I think Cyrix's, he explodes out of his chest like an explosion.
Right. The classic. Oh,
The classic.
That was a beautiful bait. We've seen that earlier today when Sonic Fox fought against, was it Shaolin? Or sorry, earlier this tournament, I should say. He's very good at beating those gaps in Smoke's pressure by jumping out as soon as he knows.
Oh, that was so clean.
But also, I'm a little bit surprised to see Sonic Fox go back into this match with Cryo.
You know, Cryo, it's worked for him, but then he completely dropped it against Cowboy.
Right.
So it is weird to kind of see him just go back to this character where Jason has been working for him so well all weekend.
Well, it doesn't look too bad for him this round.
No,
but still,
definitely
one
not.
hit could be death. Oh, that's plus frames. That's okay. He can break.
And he will. That probably would have killed.
Yeah, almost definitely, especially with the meter that Scar has. Nice huge to the vine.
Oh, and a grab.
This might not kill.
It's not going to kill, but it's going to get very close. Oh!
And that was very nice. It was a bait into another bait, ending with that teleport, and Scar is doing extremely well right now. This is, I mean, if the Sonic Fox picks this up, we could see Sonic Fox not in Grand
Nice
Finals of a
conversion
tournament
off
for the
that
first
jump
time in
kick.
a very long time.
Oh! And immediate break from Sonic Fox. Now no meter. Nice tech from Scar.
Ooh, this is big. Great side switch. But there's a lot of meter on Smoke's side. Can he get out? Oh, nice. Just plays patiently. Doesn't try to score him out because Sonic Fox has been ready for it so many times so far.
And I was just about to say, we hadn't really seen too many tick throws or just raw grabs from Fox, but I can promise you we're going to start seeing those.
Especially when he's threatened like this on the verge of being 2-0'd. Oh, this is going to be big. Okay, nice break. He pretty much had to right there. Again, he could have probably got the 40% off of that.
Oh, that's going to do it. SCR goes up 2 games.
Drops the combo at the end, but SCR is up.
Who cares?
2-0, I know, right? 2-0 on Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox, like I said, this is going to be one of the first times, if he loses, that he's not going to be in grand finals of a tournament. He's definitely got a lot of characters up his sleeve. He can choose Jason. He can choose Cassie. He can choose, I mean, one of the other million characters that he's played before and we haven't seen in this tournament. SCR is just sitting so happy, though. I'm thinking that we're going to see a lot of these players. Okay, so a lot of these players today have been top players for a very long time, but I'm starting to think that we're going to see a lot of them be top players with different characters. I mean, SCR going from Sonya to Smoke, Biohazard going from Ferritor to Kano, but wow, we're seeing Sonic Fox go back.
Okay, so here is what I predict is going to happen. Sonic Fox, if he gets, or I should say when he gets SCR to the corner, is now going to be doing a lot of raw command grabs. In fact, we're probably going to see a lot more raw command grabs in general.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, it starts off with a beautiful conversion off of the jump kick. That's one of the scariest things about Smoke is he can convert from so much from so far because of that back two. And I absolutely agree with you about the command grab thing. We saw him do that against Cowboy when they got into that third game. Or actually, I think it was their fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
In their final game, we saw
it was like the last game.
Grabs. Yeah. We saw like 6 to 7 command grabs within like 2 rounds. All right, and what is SCR going to do? Is he just going to pressure like usual? Yeah.
Oh, and a slide bait.
Oh, and that's big. Not even meter to break for Sonic Fox. So we're going to be one throw or very even potentially chip here. Oh, wow. Doesn't abuse all of those plus frames. Just decides to check him. And SCR now is going to go on match point.
About to get 3-0'd by Panda Global SCR.
Fox, who is very decidedly choosing Cyromancer as Cryomancer.
Cyromancer.
I almost call him Cybermancer. Anyway, Cryomancer as his new main.
I've also never seen Fox get grabbed so much.
It's true, but it's because you have to respect all of those smoke hits. He controls you from. He makes you block from so far away. Oh, and a nice block by Fox.
Nice, there's a tech. That's where you sing back to. Here comes Fox.
All right, this is what he needs for the comeback. But that was a nice block by SCR. He's going to give himself a little bit of space, which is immediately taken back.
We're actually not seeing almost any command grabs coming out of Sonic Fox here.
Yeah, he's instead baiting them all.
Oh, overhead.
It didn't combo. That's surprising. After that last patch, I was under the impression that it would always combo.
What a slide out.
And that should potentially be chip. And Sonic Fox not giving up quite yet. So what you said right there, instead of doing the command grabs, because I think SCR was thinking the same thing, he was using the ground blast in a lot of situations where he could have used command grab, and it was catching SCR trying to jump away. Oh, that was a nice anti-air.
Yeah, that was a nice anti-air with the stand one, and then a back two to answer back. Gets tagged.
And this is going to be another mix-up. Probably going to see pressure here again. Yep, so we got the switch, side switch into the pressure, and just nice blocks by Sonic Fox. Oh, but
nice.
Again, that forward 1-3 and a smoke bomb. I think SCR should see by now that Sonic Fox is consistently getting out of the situation and punishing sometimes.
And still no raw command grabs from Fox. In fact, smoke out, and then a grab for SCR. Getting very close to the wire here. Another grab from SCR.
SCR is playing smoke like a grappler right now. Oh! Good punish by Sonic Fox.
Wait! Tagged!
He might build enough meter to break right now. But there's still going to be one hit away. And the Foul's going to take it.
Sonic Fox is out!
For the first time in so long, Sonic Fox eliminated from a tournament in general. So that means that Sonic Fox will be your third place contestant. And SCR, with such an incredible showing with his new character, the smoke variation of Triborg, so happy with himself. This is a match that has been plaguing him as a player for such a long time. I mean, he is obviously one of the best players in the world, and he has been for a very long time,
Yeah.
but Sonic Fox has always been one of his demons. I mean, we saw him get 5-0'd in finals at ESL, and then even from there, it's just been a very, very tough road for him to ever beat Sonic Fox. But this wasn't even him beating him. It was funny 3-0.
It was 3-0. It's like when you say, oh, he's been Scar's demon, Sonic Fox has been like everyone's demon, but more so Scar, because Scar's really been the only one, for the most part, that's been up there pushing him to the limit. So to finally overcome Fox in a fashion of getting him to Grand Finals and not having to deal with him anymore is great.
Yeah, and I mean, the other thing about Scar is that Scar, he's been such a world-class player. He's arguably done as well as anybody else against every other player except for Sonic Fox.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So he can beat every single person, but Sonic Fox has always been that wall for him. And this is showing that, I mean, this patch really stirred things up a lot.
It did.
We saw a lot of character
Scar
switches.
can't celebrate too early because now he has to deal with Wound Cowboy, who has not only beaten Fox this tournament, but as well as beating him himself.
That's true. This is the run back from Winners Finals, and that was very cleanly in Cowboy's favor.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was.
This is going to have to be
that
a
was
big
dominating.
Yeah, that's
for Wound Cowboy.
3-0.
And the thing is here now is, and Ketchup said it himself. Shout outs to our commentating counterparts in the UK. He thinks that Cowboy now is going to take the entire tournament.
I think that's honestly entirely possible. I mean, you're going up against somebody who is who you've already beaten 3-0, and the run back. That is going to be just so hard. And of course, check out all the Guilty Gear products. They've got the new Guilty Gear stick, which is a really interesting looking stick. Felt really nice to me. I like the switches on top for the sticks, like left, right, stick. And of course, all their push buttons. Hope you guys got to catch the Guilty Gear finals earlier today. They were really incredible.
Dogro won, didn't he?
Dogro did win, but there was a really nice upset from
He was putting losers,
Santa
though.
Barbara.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was
Santa Barbara showing up.
They are really second and third, so congratulations to them. But now we're going to see which region is going to win in Mortal Kombat X here on the final day of SoCal Regionals.
Is it going to be NorCal or is it going to be Scar?
NorCal
from
or
Texas.
Scar? He's from Scar.
He's his own area.
Oh, and it looks like we're going.
Oh, we're just getting right into it. Here we go. Grand Finals of MKX.
So Scar is going with Demolition. We saw him go smoke earlier. It didn't work out for a 3-0 solid win for Cowboy. But we've also seen them play this match quite a few times. Of course, this was before the patch, but one time, okay, Season 2 Finals, Season 2 Finals for ESL, we saw Scar just absolutely demolish Cowboy. No pun intended. But then, again, the next time we saw them play, Cowboy just absolutely had a handle on that matchup.
Absolutely.
Huge adaptation. And they just have gone back and forth in this matchup many times, so we'll see how it all turns out after the patch, where both these characters have seen significant changes, especially Demo, though.
It's not over yet here, though, for Wound Cowboy. As he started him on a comeback, getting a grab, Sonya does have 2 bars of meter to work with here.
Oh, and there's no more grenades left, but good use of meter.
Grenade gets him with the low.
That is one of the scariest situations that Scar just loves putting his opponents into. He'll throw out the triple grenades, he makes his opponent respect him, he'll mix them up, he'll anti-air them, but Scar's almost more dangerous when he has no grenades than when he actually has grenades, which is saying a lot. But he's really one of the first Demolition players to really start abusing the enhanced reload and really get rid of that weakness of the fact that she has to have her grenades. And for those of you who don't know, the enhanced reload is normally it just reloads, but this time it just drops 1 bomb on your opponent for every grenade that you don't have. So if you actually have all 3 grenades, it doesn't really do anything.
Right. Oh, goes for the down 2, using the dive kick to alter her path in the air. Very nice from Scar. And he's probably one of the best, if not the best, at doing that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've got to be used to doing that. When you have a character like that, I mean, any character that has aerial mobility or the ability to change their trajectory mid-air is scary because they're going to be able to bait
the jump arc, essentially, yeah.
Exactly. They're going to be able to get over these projectiles, which is exactly what he's using it to do this round. And you really need to do that against Shinnok, or you're
Shinnok chip. He's going to take a round.
What to expect? Final round, fight.
Now again, Scar's going to have to win 3, and then he's going to have to win another 3. So he's in for a long ride.
It's going to be tough, and the way Cowboy is playing right now, it's hard to see him do so, although he is a player that can, definitely.
Yeah, He absolutely can do it, but like you said, it's going to be hard. Cowboy and his character are both the definition of solid. I mean, consistency, solid play, that is all that Shinnok is. And he's got solid tools, good armor, good projectiles.
Yeah.
It's going to be so hard for you to consistently 3-0 him. You're really going to have to outplay him. You can't just random him out a few games with some good luck or some really good hard reads, because it's not going to cut it. But Scar, of course, is also
Scar
showing
is
just
going
how
to cut
solid
it
he is.
this first game.
And doing already better than he did in Winners Finals by choosing his old main, Demo Sonya. And I guess I say old main, but by all means, it could be co-mains. It could still be his main. Maybe he's just choosing Smoke more. Who knows? We're going to have to talk to him after the fact. But regardless, he's already doing better with Demolition Sonya. But we're seeing a good start from Shinnok, already getting the corner carry, already getting some damage in, and already running Sonya out of grenades. But nice, very nice. As long as you can hit with that last one, you're going to get that free reload.
Oh, Scar is
good.
And he's absolutely he's going to be able to convert off that. And he does.
But even on block, those Shinnok strings are going to push you so far towards the center of the screen and just give him so much space back. And this is a lot of damage. Not quite the kill, but when you're in that...
Oh,
yeah, that's going to be
he's so good at that. Baiting the very last L-Spark and using his meter to burst it like at the latest possible frame.
Yeah, he catches so many people already running up to him.
He's done it to Fox, like I think he did it to Fox like 3 times today.
He caught him sliding up to him. It
Yeah.
was like almost at him, and he pop. It's beautiful. Oh, nice, good usage of that. The leg grab to put him back in the corner. Only one more grenade for mix-ups, though. Oh, but there's that meter, and
that
that's
was
going to give
so
the reload.
dirty. He went low the first time with the grenade, and then he went overhead.
And that's the kill, plus ending with 2 grenades.
The
Beautiful.
first time he exploded it late, he went for the low. The second time he used the explosive grenade with meter, and then he used the overhead. So tricky is Scar.
Oh, and that down 2 just barely missed, and that's huge because that would have been a really nice conversion. It definitely would have been high enough to, I think, run up and get the sending one, but now instead it's going to be Cowboy who has the center control. Oh, nice!
Nice punish.
And that was actually with a buff move. So normally forward 3 wouldn't have maybe not have reached in that situation, but forward 3 got buffed in its range and speed in this last patch. Or maybe just range. Regardless, great punish, and this is really,
and you rarely see that forward 3-1 string.
Right. It has the same follow-ups in Bone Shaper that forward 4 does
Right.
below have.
It's just there's no reason to use it because forward. Oh, what a counter X-ray!
All right, this is a lot of damage. Scar does have full grenades right now. He can, well, it's going to be a lot less post-patch, but he can take him really far to the corner.
This is going to hurt, and this is going to put him in prime position. He's got to wait. Oh, no armor! Wait, he doesn't have any bar to break!
It should still be enough.
Oh, but there it is last second! This is ridiculous!
Oh, it just catches
my
him.
Goodness, Scar!
Catches him with the least likely option in the situation. He's like, oh yeah, remember that Sonya has a projectile too? It's not using a lot, but just in time to get that hit. And wow, that was terrifying because neither player had the meter to do what they needed to do right there. Scar with the absolutely beautiful comeback. That's going to put him up 2-0 against Cowboy, and if he gets this reset, that's going to put them back on an even ground with Scar so much in the mental
If Scar
momentum.
gets this reset right here in 3-0 Cowboy, I have a feeling he's going to have all the momentum to take it and win this series. But Cowboy did just take that first round of the 3rd game.
And already the momentum is definitely shifted into Scar's favor as far as mentally, but I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, look at that
Cowboy's
last
better.
round we just saw with Cowboys. Now Cowboys going in. Finally took an EXR kick for Scar to stop him.
That overhead being slowed down so much, but still landing quite a few times this game.
Oh, and that string. Wow, that string has so much whiff
Oh, there we go.
punishability. And Scar doesn't get there in time.
Oh, he tries the down 2. We've seen quite a few whiff down 2s from Scar so far.
There we go.
Oh.
Scar jumping over the Hellsparks. Very difficult to do, I might add.
Yeah, it's going to work like 1 out of every 10 times.
Nice check there by Wound Cowboy, staying very active, though.
Oh,
Nice.
conversion. Actually,
Nice little conversion.
he might have been able to scoop right there and actually take the corner.
Oh, Kobe. Oh, wait, no, he's retired. Just kidding.
Oh!
Nice bait. He used the grenades. He knew that Cowboy did not want to sit there in the plus frame, so he tried to jump, and that that's exactly what Scar wanted to happen.
Yeah, because he's managed to mix him up so many times before that he just thought, you know what, Cowboy is going to try to get away. And that was a really weird ender. I'm not sure if he really meant to do that. He decided to put
Scar's really pushing the pace now, using all the mix-ups available to Sonya. Overheads, lows, and doing everything he can.
He is on reset point here, so all he needs to do is win this round. He's already got quite a good life advantage.
Did get all his grenades back, though. Oh, no, he didn't. Now he does.
Yeah, he got stuffed out of it, but this time he did, even though he got hit. There was a point in there where you can get stuffed out of it and still get those grenades back.
He did get the grenades this time. Oh, but that was a little risky, baby.
And what's the mix-up here? Nice, just air-to-airs him. That could have been the kill. He decided not to use meter.
Oh, and that's it. So Cowboy is going to answer back while he's still in the winner's side as he takes a game. It's 2-1 now.
And this very well could be what he needs to bring it all the way back, go 3-0, and take back Scar from match point. But again, man, Scar is just, it's working out so well for him, but that's unfortunately going to put him in the corner. That throw is just out of range. Nice
that is plus, that is not plus. And a punish coming out of Cowboy, now putting Scar in the corner with Sonya. Pokes the grenades.
And manages to get around the enhanced reload.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a
nice
big conversion.
From Cowboy, we're really starting to see Cowboy rally here. And as soon as I say that wake-up coming out of Scar in a mix-up, that's going to do it.
And that was a very nice conversion. That wake-up that Sonya has, one of the only invincible moves in the entire game, and you can only convert off of it if you're in the corner or your opponent's in the corner and you wake up with it. So he had that perfect knowledge and the perfect execution to get Cowboy back in the corner with that.
I mean, of course he did. It's Scar.
Of course.
That's his character, but you're right. It's a little tricky to do, and there's only certain situations that it can actually be utilized in.
Right. Oh, and he mistimes that grenade a little bit. That was actually a hit, so he could have converted, I think, into the full combo, but instead he wastes all of his grenades, putting him into a kind of tough situation here. He does have the meter to enhance reload, but still no grenades means that he's going to lose a lot more in the zoning war.
Well, actually, one of the recent changes is to that, as we call it with Brian Compton, the buttergun, faster recovery.
Oh, and shout-outs to Brett Beeling tweeting in. Shout-outs to all the MKX fans in the crowd. MKX has some of the best fans that I've seen.
Yeah. Brett Beeling, in case a lot of you didn't know, was the mastermind behind the combat class as well as the technical director for the Pro League. So huge shout-outs to that guy.
But Cowboy bringing it back. That was, I mean, we're still on reset point with Scar. Cowboy, though, just looking strong. It looks like he's made his adaptation back. I mean, even if he wins this one, there's still another round for Scar to bring it back, but he's showing that
again, he's caught with that overhead of Sonya. Now stuck in the corner. Nice blocks coming out. Tries to get out. Another grenade.
Oh, that
free reload?
That was not safe.
That's so free, actually.
Yeah, 2-1-3-4 in the corner. That hard knockdown, it's not a free reload. He could have woken up with a normal and actually punished it. So that was really risky. I'm not sure why Scar did that. Maybe he just, I don't know, just went for it. But getting those grenades back is important too.
Oh, goes for the grab and neutral duck. That was a very nice read there from Cowboy, still fighting his way out. This is reset point for Scar. No meter. And now in the corner. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
And now we're going to be in chip life. He's going to have to get away.
And he uses the interactable. We are going to a second set, ladies and gentlemen.
With an incredible comeback right there. That was looking very abysmal for Scar, but you know what? That's the reset. Cowboy still has a lot of momentum. He's been doing better and better in this matchup the whole time, and it looks like he's already doing well, but we're going into this new set. Both players are going to have to win the 3 again. Both players are on even footing here in losers, and either of these players could be your champion here at SCR 2016.
With the momentum here, I think it's now all in favor of Scar taking the win out of the sails of Wound Cowboy as he's now he's in the same bracket. This is a reset, and what a good decision there to get the grenades, and that's going to do it.
And a beautiful
Scar
inside switch.
Is looking to dominate this Grand Finals.
Oh, and nice. Will he be able to switch sides? He's going to end with the scoop. Yes, he will. That's something we've seen from all of the great players today is they all know exactly the perfect times when they should be switching sides, when they should be going with their normal enders. It just shows comfortability with your character, it shows skill. Oh, and dive kicks over that. Forward 4-1 and forward 4-1 down 2.
Oh, but he drops. That's actually one of the rarest things we see from Scar with Sonya. He almost even if he hasn't played in months, he never drops any of her combos.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, they are new combos. They are still very new based on the patch. You can only use one grenade in each, but
beautiful.
He's doing fine by me.
EX legs.
EX legs. But for the first time in his grand final set, SCR is officially up 1-0. And now all he has to do is win 2 more. Cowboy is now being put on his back foot. Shout outs to all the fans out there. Look at these guys. Excited for seeing who our winner is. It could be anybody. It could be any of these 2 players.
This has been such a crazy tournament overall, just because of the upsets all over the place.
Absolutely. I mean, this bracket has just been insane. It's been nothing short of what I expected it to be with this new patch, with all these great players. And I think it's a very fitting grand final because it's just as unsure as the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, it really is. New patch, new game.
But going into this reset, Cowboy looking like he's just going to be sticking with Bone Shaper the entire time. We've known him to use Imposter, but
Imposter he's used Spectrum. Yeah, he's used everything. He knows this character inside out.
Oh, almost got the really good conversion. Still going to take a nice little bit of
That's a really hard thing to convert off of, though. It's really wonky.
But if anybody could do it, I would expect
it would be SCR, of course. But again, Cowboy with the same knowledge of his character, we've seen him convert off of almost everything as well. Oh, but that grenade explosion just hitting him at the very last second.
Yeah, I mean, that's the fear. Is every single time that you throw those grenades, there's always the mix-up. Is he going to blow it up immediately so I can run away, or is he going to hold it there? And then if I'm sitting here respecting you, that means that you're going to be granted free pressure.
Nice down 2 again. SCR is getting a really good read on exactly when he's going to jump, especially after he releases the EX grenades.
Oh, full combo, taking him to the corner. Reload.
Down 3 to check. Explosive grenade. It's still going to be SCR. Is he going to take this second game? And he does!
So SCR going up 2-0. And this is the power of a character switch. 3-0 in Cowboys' favor in winners finals. Going to 5 wins so far.
He didn't even try. He didn't even try to play Sonya in winners finals. He didn't even give it the attempt.
Yeah, but clearly it was the right choice. That might have changed how everything turned out, but right now, I'm sure SCR is happy that everything turned out the way it has been. Of course, Cowboy can still bring it back, but now he's going to have to win 3-0.
Maybe he just wanted to play more games.
Maybe he's just enjoying it as much. Or maybe he wants to give us more games to watch.
Either way, thank you.
And yeah, Cowboy locking in now to Bone Shaper Shinnok. That means that there's no way that he can switch for the rest of the games. He has to win 3 in a row. Oh, doesn't get the punish.
Which isn't a terrible thing, because I'm pretty sure he would have stuck it out with this character anyways, or this variation even, but...
I mean, he's got to this point. He got to win grand finals in winners with Bone Shaper Shinnok. There's a reason. And like I said, Imposter's not going to work well against Sonya.
That was so clean.
Used a grenade to cover the hole from the EN
From the other grenade. Grenades everywhere, and now SCR is on! Tournament point!
Both players with quite a bit of meter, and SCR, he just has to win 1 more. It was looking like absolutely Cowboys' tournament to win, but now it's looking so hard for him. He can still do it, but he's going to have to play so solid. All right, and we're already starting off strong.
SCR trying to close it out. Cowboy still has fight left in him, though. Don't count him out.
And well-spaced Hell Sparks, and he doesn't fall for the bait! SCR trying to win with style, but unfortunately that style just costed him 3 bars.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been a lot of damage.
Wait a second. This has to be a very honest comeback, though. There's no bar for either character. Still grenades ahead!
This could be the kill!
Is this gonna be it? It is!
And SCR!
All right, there it is. And your SoCal Regionals 2006.
What a fashion to take the tournament!
Winning 3-0 in the post-reset, taking SoCal Regionals 2016.
Texas and SCR in the building.
And we got to see a story of characters switching from a lot of different players. I mean, we saw him lose a little bit of faith in Sonya partway through this top 8. We saw him regain his faith in Sonya in the Grand Finals, and it all came down to just his character choices. I mean, Cowboy, he played absolutely amazing. Nobody can take that away from him.
Oh, no, absolutely
still
not.
One of the best runs through any tournament that he's ever had.
This is the best we've ever seen Cowboy, not only taking out SCR in winners finals, but also taking out in winners his first match of top 8, CR Sonic Fox. Cowboy still proving that he is one of the best in the business and the best Shinnok to play the game.
Yeah, and Sonic Fox, that's the other big story we got to see today. This is the first
He's
tournament
washed
in
up.
so long.
He sucks.
Yeah, he's going to retire now. Now. Sonic Fox, of course, one of the greatest fighting game players in all of history, especially NRS games.
Especially NRS games.
This is, he's so good that it's crazy that this is news. Look at him posing for a picture right there. It's news that this is one of the first tournaments where he hasn't been in Grand Finals. He hasn't won the tournament. It's been such a long time. I mean, 2-time EVO champion, 3-time ESL championship champion.
Unstoppable there, unstoppable at EVO.
He's lost almost no tournaments. I mean, there have only been like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And this is one of them. And in this one, he didn't even make Grand Finals, eliminated by both the first and second place players, Scar and
I bet
Cowboy,
that bronze burns his skin. He's so used to gold.
He's like, I don't know what this color is.
Got
I've never
him.
seen it before.
But this,
My gold medal's dirty.
This is such a good thing to happen for the community. Not because I don't think it's a good thing just because Fox lost. I love the kid. He's incredible at what he does. But this patch has been so instrumental in getting people to want to play the game again. The meta was kind of stale. Obviously, a lot of people had issues with Alien as well as some other characters. But now, because of everything that has happened, the patch that's been released, even the hotfix that made sure everything went over smoothly, MKXL seems to be back. A lot of people are getting excited about it again. There's no more ridiculous armored launchers and good reversals where it's just that's the norm. And people are really starting to enjoy the game again. So a huge shout out to Warner Brothers and NetherRealm Studios for giving us this, as well as the pop bonus. SCR 2016 has been incredible with MKX, and there's still so much more to come.
There is so many other games, and this is absolutely true. The tweet that we're seeing right here, Scar going through both Sonic Fox, who is his tournament demon, and the person who knocked him in the losers to reset the bracket, get to Grand Finals. That is as much as you can earn a win, right? Yep. I mean, there's nothing else you can say about that. That was just incredible play from Scar.
This has been an amazing tournament, an amazing event, and I just want to thank everyone at home for watching, as well as allowing me and Wonder Chef to commentate. It's been a pleasure. We are going to go to a quick break, but when we return, it's going to be King of Fighters, so don't go anywhere.